Hello. Hello.
Are we here?
Ram!
Yeah, I don't know. I was just doing something different. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to...
We all need to immediately make noise so Justin doesn't think we're silent.
Honestly, though, listen.
Ram!
You can joke all you want, but it helps me so much. I appreciate it. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Future Reign, a Marvel heroic role-playing game. My name is Justin. I am the Watcher from the moon. I live on the moon. This is Ghostlight RPGs. If you've never watched a stream, welcome. And if you have, welcome back. We like to stream all kinds of things here. Tonight we're streaming this game. On Monday nights, we stream something called Spire, and it is pretty cool. If you haven't heard of that before, it's... Graham, could you sum it up in a sentence for us?
Yeah, we play dark elves who have been oppressed in this teetering city that's like miles high. The sun burns us, and now we've decided to fight back and burn the city down.
Yes. Fight the
Basically,
sun.
like our first session was all watching the characters in a series of scenes kind of get radicalized. And
Yes.
And then the game is all about rebellion, subterfuge, and tearing down the system.
It's a
cool.
fantastic game with some fantastic role-playing happening. So if that interests you, be sure to check that out. You can find last night's stream on Twitch, and shortly it will be on YouTube as well. So check those out and know that they appreciate it. Moving on, we this game that we're playing tonight is Marvel Heroic Role-Playing. We're using Cortex Prime. Both of what I just said were designed by Cam Banks, wouldn't you know? And we also are using Ko-fi as a system of tips. I will put that in the chat. All of the tips that go to our Ko-fi go straight to these 6 faces you see right here, and we love it.
Imagine just like coins hitting us on the faces.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We appreciate anything you can help out with. We love money. Moving on. Let's go around and talk about ourselves for a second, so that people will give us more money. That's how it works. Go ahead and tell me your name, your character, and also tell me. This one was pitched by Kelsea, and I liked it a lot. So let's talk about, if your character could bring only one item to a deserted island, what would they bring? Assuming that they were, like, not by choice going to that deserted island. The way that it's phrased, I think it's like, I'm going to a deserted island, what should I bring, you know? Which could be the case. Anyway, let's move along. So, I'm going to say, let's start with Kelsea. This was your question. Why don't you kick us off?
I am Kelsea today. I'm playing Johnny Storm, and he would bring sunscreen because premature aging is not in his plans.
Yes.
So that's
Thank
it.
God, I hope they're all like this. This is so good already.
Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham Ward, he, him, and I play Bruce Banner, who currently is the Remaker, being in the possession of 3 of Mandarin's rings. And if we're going with that, like, obviously the thing right now that he would bring would be the Ring Remaker, which is the matter manipulating ring. So he'd be able to create food, create items of comfort, that sort of thing. Shape change, teleport. He wouldn't even stay on the island if he didn't want to, because he could teleport.
So good.
So that's my like really cheap answer. Great. I'll popcorn it over to Elise.
Hello, my name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Natasha / Black Widow, and for some reason, I feel like she'd just bring a knife, like a really sharp knife, and I feel like she'd get a lot done with that knife.
Oh yeah.
And she would survive for a really long time.
In the right hands. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I think that she'd do a lot with that knife.
That's
so I'm
like
gonna
my
pass it-
6'5" roommate who carried around a 3-inch knife and was like, "It's a tool."
Yeah, I know people like that too.
Is
It's
that your
true. It
roommate?
helps you out in a pinch, for sure. I'll pass it on down to Rebecca.
Hi, I am Rebecca, she, her, and I am playing Rogue. And let's see, if Rogue was to take anything, I think she would probably just take like a really good swimsuit because she can fly. So this is really just a temporary setback for her. So I think she would take it as an opportunity for a very brief vacation before she had to go back to her X-Men duties. So I think she would just make the best of it and have a nice little swimsuit and a tanning session and a swim. So yeah. Hollis.
Hello, I'm Hollis. He, him, his. I'm playing Matt Murdock, also Daredevil, same person. So something we don't share in common is that Matt is a diehard Catholic. So I think he would bring the Bible in Braille.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, have any of you
Good
seen?
answer.
There's a movie that involves a Bible with Braille. I don't want to give the title because it's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah.
The Bible in Braille is like a full bookshelf. It is not one book. It's fucking huge.
I know, man. I'm
Anyways.
really strong. I'm very strong.
And then,
Okay, no, I'm not doubting Daredevil.
So-
It just reminded me of this movie that made me really mad.
and
when
the movie got it wrong. I mean, the movie had it like a single book,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, in the
I
movie,
think-
he's like got
I
a
know
book,
what movie
and
you're
then
talking about. Now.
Turns
Yes,
out that
yes,
it's the
yes.
Bible in Braille, and I was like, this is bullshit.
You liar! My
Sorry.
suspension of disbelief is shot.
I love that. Did everybody go? I think everybody went, right? Yes. No. Hey, Graham, did you go? Yes, you went. Remaker ring. Right. Okay.
I went,
Good.
Rebecca hasn't gone.
Rebecca went.
I went.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna go swim
Yeah.
with it.
Okay, that's what I thought. We all
We
went.
did. Yours just wasn't very memorable that
We're
time.
doing
My
so.
brain.
No, I love that each of you.
Yeah, Justin said it might be a shorter episode. I think now's the time to end it.
Record scratch. You might be wondering how I got in this situation.
Yeah.
That's so good. I love how telling each of those answers is to each of your characters.
Thank you. Wait, what
Very
would you bring
good
to,
question.
to the island?
Justin or the Watcher?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. The Watcher would need to bring anything, so I guess Justin would bring. Bye, Ted. Justin would bring a. Oh, you know what I would bring? I would bring a seed, a Krakoa seed, so I could plant
Wow.
a gate that would get me out. Assuming I was a mutant in this scenario. If I wasn't a mutant, I would plant the seed, and then nothing would happen. That's sad. Okay, nerdy stuff, fun. Let's talk about content warnings. So this series is a rated R series. We will talk a lot about violence and elements of horror and despair, and we will talk about those things with some strong language, probably. So if that is disturbing to you, please know that in advance, and know that we have safety tools in place for ourselves in the form of color cards. If you're not familiar with that system, hit me up on our Discord and I'll explain it all to you. And here's our Discord right now in the chat. If you're not in our Discord,
Join it.
you should be, because
Chat
we
with
talk a lot
us.
about fun stuff and stuff. Oh boy, that was a fun intro, guys. Let's jump in, shall we? You know, I was watching Spire last night, and it dawned on me that we never created like a cool intro video for this one, and
Yeah.
that bothered me. I was like, Spire, you
Probably
looks
because of
so
copyright
good.
reasons, let's be frank.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. But I want right now, everybody, let's close our eyes. Let's just imagine there's a cool intro video. Future Rain. Music and cool effects, and it's done. Hey, welcome
Loved
back
it.
from that cool video you just watched.
The graphics, the
Yeah.
effects. Chef's kiss.
So, previously on Future Rain. After being pulled through a portal into an alternate universe 30 years in the future, our 5 heroes have set out on a journey to claim materials needed to make their way home. In pursuit of Pym particles in the Hulklands, our heroes took command away from Red Hulk, aka Thunderbolt Ross, and led an army of Hulks into Ground Zero, where the leader has his own army of mindless Hulks. Johnny Storm took lead and diverted a large group of mindless ones is the term I used, which I believe is a different Marvel thing, but mindless mindless hulks off of a cliff, allowing the others to infiltrate Leader's missile silo compound, unaware that he was expecting them. Leader then revealed that Bruce Banner, the Hulk, didn't die 25 years ago, but instead became a mindless beast Hulk himself, and now serves as Leader's secret pet slash bodyguard slash muscle. While Rogue and Johnny currently battle the Beast Hulk, the others have pursued Leader to his collection room, where he activated a unique blend of PIM particles and gamma radiation, making him grow into a giant, strong, and incredibly dangerous threat. And we will jump right back into the action here with Johnny Storm. It is your turn. It's the end of the round. Everybody else has gone. Where you're going to start whatever you want to do, and then after your turn, you get to decide who goes next on the beginning of the next round. So,
yeah, my plan.
No,
My
please.
plan. What?
No, but
My,
This is going great.
my plan was to go after the other one. What was the other thing that was in there?
Hulk.
So you and Rogue are in with the Beast Hulk? Is that
That's
what you-
right. I was
yes.
going after Beast Hulk.
Yes.
So I guess I'm not ready at all. I'm so sorry. Let's get this going. Let's build it up. We're building it up.
It's good. I'll kind of give a little, in the moment recap here while you figure yourself out
Great.
here. So you are in like the missile silo, like the large, tall sort of room, chamber, I guess. The top is open, and that's how you flew in to find this scene. Rogue is currently like in a just knockout punch out battle with this huge just like raging Hulk who looks incredibly dense, more so than before. Just basically imagine what would happen if Banner died and the Hulk like went mad, essentially. So that's sort of what you're looking at.
Can you explain to me what's around me in the room? Are there any computers or anything like that?
No computers in here. It's a large sort of empty chamber. There are up about 30 feet or so, 20 feet or so. In the wall, there's like large pane glass windows that are blacked out. Like you can't really see what's on the other side of them. You would assume that's probably like not operating, but like a what do you call that? Where they would probably do like a control room.
Command center?
A control room. Or command center. That works too. So yeah, there's a control room. There's a large like screen underneath that where the Leader first sort of broadcast himself to you all. And then outside of that, there's just a lot of like entries and exits on the ground level. But the room itself, the chamber itself, is like 80 feet in diameter.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to go then. Can you do that thing we do every game where you remind me what I can do with my plot point?
Yeah, there's a lot of options. Yeah, let me remind you first of all that all of you start with a plot point. So if you make sure you do that. Let me pull up the list for you real quick, just because I don't want to forget anything.
Hot tip. If you're playing Cortex, you don't use 20-sided dice ever in Cortex, unless you use them as plot points.
Boom!
Little life hack there.
Good way to remember how many plot points you have. I like that.
Oh.
Okay, things you can do with your plot points. I'm gonna run through these. You can hang on, that's how you earn plot points. Here's how you spend plot points. You can add more dice to your roll in multiple different ways. You can do it before the roll or after the roll. There's different things you can do there. You can activate an opportunity whenever I roll a 1. You can create or improve assets that are already out on the board, you can use special effects that require a plot point, or that's basically it.
Okay, so it says that you can use an additional effect die from your pool or to keep one, but they have to be used in different ways. So if I was using the Hulk blaster and a fire blam, for example, that would count?
Yeah, when it says use in different ways, it means just have different effects, basically. So you wouldn't be able to do two different effects that are both stress. It would, or both the same type of stress, I suppose. You could do physical, mental, emotional, or a complication, or an asset. Those are like the 5 ways.
All right, well, then I used a plot point and I rolled a 21.
Oh!
Awesome. Okay. This is to
Thanks for buying me time by reading me the rules.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just what this is. This is an attack. What are you doing with this?
So what I am doing is, first of all, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not flying right now. What I am doing instead is running, and I'm going with the like underbelly technique of sliding across the ground. Pew! So pew with the hook choppy, and then pew with fire mastery and a flame blast. And the goal is to weaken him and burn the heck out of him, and also be really cool. Like, I'm wanting to intimidate him too, which obviously is already.
Okay.
But I come in, I slide along, and I'm ready to rock.
What was your total? 21?
21. Is that going to be a problem?
Well, let's see. I got a... yeah... Ooh, do I want to save it though? Ooh. Hard DM moment right at the beginning.
I don't know. Are you scared? Are you a scared little baby?
Okay, well now I want to use it. So good call. Thank you. Yeah, you goaded him just enough to where he's now upset, and he will spend a D6 from the Doom Pool.
Everyone, you're welcome.
To get a total of 22. With only a D4 effect, so that doesn't matter. But he basically does not. So as you slide underneath, one of the blasts sort of shoots up, and the Hulk Smasher blast misses, like your Hulk Smasher gun you have. The flames do strike him, but doesn't really do too much. Doesn't sort of seem to affect him too much. So, a valiant attempt, and you did lower the Doom Pool, so that's good. That is the end of that round. Johnny, you get to choose who starts the next round.
Yeah, you know who's gonna start the next round? This Hulk guy.
Oh, sick. Beast Hulk.
Fuck him. Yep.
Let's do it. So I think in response to your attack, he is going to charge at you and attempt to just grab you like a rag doll here.
Sure.
So go ahead and I got a wasted the good roll on the last one. It's only a 13 with a D12 effect. So you go ahead and roll the reaction.
I win. I'm a winner, baby.
You're a winner, baby.
Oh yeah, that's a D10. Okay, then I got a 15.
Awesome.
And it is a D10 effect die.
Okay, now one of the things you can do with your plot point is if you want
It's gone.
Okay, great. That's right. You only had one because it's the beginning. So,
Two?
Great. No, just one.
Oh.
You start with one plot point. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, have you been starting with 2 every time? Does that mean I can start with 2 this time just to make up for it?
No, I just can't count today.
Okay.
So, Kelsey, Johnny, explain to me how he gets out of this as Hulk tries to grab him.
So he's still on the ground. He has not had a chance to get up yet.
Okay.
And I think Hulk is up high, right? He's a tall boy.
Yeah.
And so,
huge.
yeah. And so what he does is he sort of like kneels on Johnny's belly, like to pin him down and hit him, and is not expecting the superhuman durability. and sort of like stubs his knee on Johnny and goes, "Oh!" and then like jumps back and is just startled by it. It's almost like when you accidentally step on like a bug or a mouse and you're not expecting it and it nearly kills you. That's sort of what it is.
Amazing. So, stumbling back, Beast Hulk will now pass it to Rogue, who's also in the room.
Okay. Is Beast Hulk prone, or is he like still standing?
He's still standing. I mean,
Narratively, though, if you do hit him, we can include that.
Okay. Well, he's stumbling back. He's off balance. Rogue's just gonna go in for like a supersonic punch.
Awesome. Do it.
My dice were 2 extra on that roll. Okay, that is a 17 with a D12.
Okay, I got a 1. 17 with a D12. I got a 15 with a D8. So that's a failure. So you succeed.
Sweet.
That's a D12. Of course it is. Awesome. I love it when my fearsome enemies go down in the first round. Fantastic. What do you how does it look? What do you do?
I think just that opportunity of that Johnny gave her and the Beast Hulk just stumbling back, and she just comes in and she's just gonna say goodnight, Gracie, and she's just gonna punch him right in the middle, like just right in the schnoz, and just send him down on his back, just flatten him.
And this is what effect would you like this to have? Physical stress?
Yes.
Okay, love it. Physical's red.
I feel like emotional ain't gonna do shit.
Right? Yeah, physical's red.
Oh wait, no, isn't he resistant? Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know. Wait, now you got me thinking. Am I reading?
Somebody was resistant to
Because
something.
I felt like I hit somebody before who was resistant to
physical stress. Yeah, the Hulk can spend a die out of the Doom pool to ignore physical stress.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what
okay.
It is. That's what it is. I must have forgot to transfer that when I made new cards. Whoopsies.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
it's okay. I probably would have brought it up too.
With that in mind, I will allow you, if you want to keep it that way, I can do that, and then I'll just spend a d6 from the Doom pool. Alternatively, if you want to choose a different effect instead of physical stress, you can also do that. So,
can I change it?
Sure. Yeah. Either way, I think it's good for you guys. It just sort of depends.
I think it's well, I'll make it emotional stress because the Hulk. He's big. He smashes. Something just smashed him back in the face.
Rile him up. Yeah.
What the fuck? This small bug hit me and it hurt.
Amazing.
And I'm gonna pass it to Daredevil.
So I'm in the room with Black Widow, Bruce, and the leader, right?
You, yeah, so shifting over to the other scene here. Right. You are in the room, Black Widow, Bruce, and the leader who has just, like, blown the ceiling off of this warehouse, and is now standing, approximately, 80 feet tall.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Incredibly massive.
Okay, so in that case, I do want to take a second. Like, there's, this 2 seconds in your brain that feel like a million minutes. And like Daredevil, because I want to bring this trope back where he's trying to think of something cool to say, like a play on words, right? And he's kind of messing around with lead the way, right? Like fucking him up and saying lead the way. And it's like, no, that doesn't work. That's stupid. And then he snaps back into reality. He realizes that he's got to get to work. I am going to use my swing line to do something cool near his head, but I don't want to give it away yet. Is that cool?
Yeah, like until after you roll.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm all for that.
Cool.
Yeah, just kind of set me up with what's going on, and I'll sort of build my thing around it. Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, it's going to be a swing line used to do physical stress. So
Okay.
let's see. I'm a man without fear. I'm on a team.
Oh,
I'm going to, yeah. what's
sorry, Graham. I meant
Yeah.
to tell you this at the beginning. Could you actually switch leader? So he basically has become a new GMC now. You can get rid of the old one. So this leader is a 4d10 boss.
Awesome.
So
I was wondering.
Yeah. I forgot to do that at the beginning.
You're good.
Thank you. Okay, Hollis, keep going.
All right, I've actually got a 20 with a D10 effect, but I'm going to add a die, and that gets me to 24 with the D10 effect.
Whoo, baby. Somebody's hitting hard. I love it. You guys are all doing amazing hits so far. 10.
Except me, but that's okay.
No, I mean, you had a high one too. I spent from the Doom pool.
I taunted you into doing it,
You truly did.
which set up the rest of my team for success.
You
Which is cool.
truly did. Ooh, baby. Wait, you got a 24?
24 with D10 effect.
It's a good thing you did that. I got a 22. And I can't do anything else. So, yes, you succeed.
Right on. So here we go. Acrobatic moment. I activate the swing line, and I'm kind of like using my acrobatic skills to climb up leader, right?
Yeah.
I use the swing line to wrap around his head, his large cauliflower head, right? And I start to just squeeze it. And then I'm going to be like, yeah, lead the way, bitch. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like hanging off the back of his head like a Ninja Turtles like style bandana, just like sort of pressing up against. Oh my god, yeah, for real, cauliflower. I'm not gonna eat cauliflower for weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, the
what-
idea.
To be fair, though, cauliflower ruined cauliflower cake.
No.
Oh, that was Kelsey.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
But also, like, I love it so much, and I have some, and I'm excited to cook it for tomorrow. So I'll send you guys pictures of me seductively eating it. Join our Discord. for
Hollis.
pictures of me seductively
Join our
eating it.
Discord for pictures of Kelsey eating cauliflower. Hollis, what effect would you like that to take?
I would like it to take, physical. Let's just knock him out.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so I will say this. Leader, let me do this real quick. Let me change this.
Right, he had something regarding physical stress.
He did, but it went away when he sort of shifted into like anime style, like boss mode. So it's like a new villain altogether now. So
Okay.
he's got 4d10, and he basically as a boss acts just like a mob, where you sort of like knock the dice off, and as they knock off, once you knock off all 4, then he is no more.
Gotcha.
So
That's crazy though, because that means he's rolling 4d10 in all of his pools.
yeah, he's a high roller, baby. He's like a Godzilla.
At least your reaction. It's scary.
So let me say this though. Well,
You know what?
I won't say that right now. So with a D10, I believe you can create a complication. I don't think you can knock off one of those dice with unless you have a D12.
I don't.
But complication is very good. Speaking of which, the complication that's out there right now, we should get rid of that one. He's no longer trapped under ice.
I will create a complication, and I
Or
think
an
it's
asset.
just. Yeah, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I'm like squeezing his head, I want it to kind of affect his like motor skills. Is that possible? Like,
Absolutely, yes.
yes. Okay, I would just like him to be a little stumbly from now on,
Yeah, fantastic.
which might end up being dangerous and bite us in the ass, but I think that'll be cool.
Okay, I love it. I love it so much. Cool.
Let's call it cauliflower cognition.
Okay. I just wrote a little stumbly. No. change.
Oh, I like a little stumbly. No,
No,
man, first thought, best thought.
First thought, best thought. Love it. So Daredevil, you're up there. Who do you want to pass it to?
I'm gonna pass it to Black Widow. She's right there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try using Hawkeye's arrows again. I feel like
Yes.
this is a little less of a frantic pull, so maybe I can try and find one with a bomb on it or something.
Totally.
But let's see. So let's see here. I built my roll. I just want to make sure. Yes. Russian super spy team. We're doing combat, I guess. And then we got Hawkeye's bow, enhanced reflexes. Right. All right, here we go. Come on. I rolled 1-1, just one, just 1-1.
Just one.
Okay. God, yeah, you love those ones.
Yep.
I will buy your one for
Great.
with a platform.
Excellent. Super duper. I don't know where I put my pen. And then this is I'm not gonna use any plot points because there's no way to make this roll a success. I rolled a 10 with a D10 effect.
Okay. A 10.
Yeah, and there was not, you would have beat me whether I used my plot point or not, so I'm gonna save it.
Alright, well, I rolled a 1 as well, actually, on a D10. Yeah, so I will beat you with a 14, but with the doom pool where it's at, I'm not going to react at all. So I think as you go to reach for, like, try to get another arrow and whatnot, with Daredevil up there sort of doing this, I think Leader just takes a step and just the whole kind of ground shakes, and you as you're reaching back, look up, and something is coming right at you. Quickly dodge out of the way, smashes down, but sort of wastes your turn, unfortunately.
Yep.
Who do you want to pass to?
I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Who hasn't gone yet? It's just Hulk and Leader.
So Hulk, Rogue, Human Torch, and Daredevil have all gone. So yes, Banner and Leader are the last two.
That's right. Okay, then I'll have to pass it to Leader so that he's not the last turn.
Smart. So as I said, he just sort of stepped forward with his cauliflower cognition. As he will step forward another time here. This is going to... Yes, okay, I'm going to do this. He is going to essentially stomp, trying to smash with his other foot now, trying to basically smash the entire warehouse where you all are sort of standing. Specifically, Black Widow and Banner, I guess, are the two that are down there. So I'm gonna say, trying to figure out how this works. I took this from a something in the Cortex Prime book, and hang on. Okay. I am going to say this is primarily going to be on Banner. So go ahead, and I'll have Graham roll the reaction for this. Okay. Was that a bad idea?
No, we'll just see. I'm just scared.
Well, yeah. Well, you know.
And you said, what does this look like as it's coming at me? So I can
a big foot is just like coming down to try and smash in on top of, like, the part of the warehouse, basically, where you're at.
Cool.
All right, I got a 17 with a D10.
Okay. I'm going to use my distinction, don't make me angry, as a D4, and say that my anger, which I haven't felt, without turning into the Hulk now in so long, is just distracting me and causing me turmoil.
Ooh.
Let's see. So I'll take a plot point for that.
Yes, of course. Don't forget, guys, that's a good way to get plot points, is using distinctions with D4 instead of D8, right? Those are called hindrances. So, and I'll remind you, distinctions are the things
yeah.
on your sheet that say, like,
For some reason, I've
character
been thinking this
distinctions.
whole time that you have to pay a plot point and just get a D4, and I was like, what is the benefit of that? So
Oh,
thank you
no.
for the explanation.
Yeah.
So
No,
anytime you have
Okay.
a D4 in your pool, you get a plot point because D4s actually tend to hurt you.
Yes.
You're killing me. This is great news. Thank
Great
you.
news.
Okay. On that note, you said the total was what?
17 with a D10.
I rolled 2 1s.
Okay.
So which makes sense because if you buy them, then the building's getting all smashed.
Yes, of course.
Doing bills probably going up. I'm just gonna fail it because I rolled poorly. So
Okay.
my 2 highest dice rolled 1s.
Sure. So, first of all, I will pay for your 2 1s. I will pay you, I think it's going to behoove me to have more dice. So, I'm actually going to pay you 2 plot points to get 2 D6s in here.
The doctor now has 4 plot points,
Hey!
which is very exciting. Okay,
And-
what's my damage?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. So, I actually have a special effect called collateral damage. So this is going to... I'm going to step down one of my dice permanently. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that from this pool. Just to remind myself. And... hang on. Got to find another one in the bag. There you are. Okay. And then... I basically get to keep 3 additional effect dice, but they have to be complications. So I'm about to make 4. Well, I'm going to make 1 of them a stress on you, and then the other 3 are going to be complications.
Okay.
Which sounds wild. I think I'm going to do...
Wow.
Let's see. What I have left is... So the D10 will be this the stress on Banner, and I think I'm gonna call this emotional stress on Banner. I think it's that anger, as you mentioned, working up within you.
I'm gonna spend a plot point to change it
Okay.
to mental.
Okay.
As Banner starts to like actually dissociate, literally dissociate, he's getting psychic, like mental stress, and he's trying desperately to clear his emotions.
Sure.
Cool.
I love it. And then I have a D10, a D8, and a D6, and those 3 are going to be complications. So I'm about to put you to work here typing, Graham.
It's all good.
So let's see. The D8 is going to go toward Black Widow. This is going to be a complication on Widow, and it's just going to be called, or it's something to do, you guys come up with better names on these than me, but something along the lines of the debris falling on top of her, and she is sort of trapped underneath it.
The sky is falling.
Sky is falling.
Good.
Fantastic. The D6 is going to be... the D6 is going to be on Daredevil. And it is just going to be something along the lines of you're losing grip. You are flailing and falling off of Leader's head.
Cool. With the result being like a complete fall off.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, right now you're sort of in the midst of it. It's basically just means, it's a complication, so I would get to add it to all my rolls, essentially, because you're sort of not having a good grip up there. And then the final complication is a D10, and it will be... I guess I have to put it on specific one of you. Is there a way to make a complication across the board? Not really, right?
No, not that I know of.
That's right. I won't.
That
worry
would
about
be
it.
insane.
That
What
would
if we
be
did that?
Crazy.
What if we did that, Justin?
I don't know. I'm just trying to look. Do you want cool?
You're
high
just trying
stakes?
to demolish us because you're feeling threatened right now.
Oh my god.
Love you.
Okay, great. The D10 is going to be on. Screw it. I think it's going to be on Rogue. Because as he steps forward onto the warehouse section, he sort of stumbles forward and his arm goes into the missile silo, kind of cracking through. And
Is that where we are?
yeah, you two are in the missile silo.
I have no idea where
Is
I
that
am.
where we- yeah, we have no idea.
So that D10 is sort of going to enclose you in, creating all of the rubble sort of falling down, and you are basically trapped in a small tight quarter with Beast Hulk now. So D10
Is Johnny there too? Wait, is Johnny there too?
Johnny's not technically trapped.
Damn it.
It's only on you, since I can only pick one person. So
Okay, no, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine. I'm just wanting clarification so I can make a plan to survive.
yeah.
Well, are you immune to
I
fire?
am so
'Cause I have one
excited.
skill.
I am not,
Okay, cool.
but I'm excited now.
Okay, so just to hit those one more time. So it was the D8 on Black Widow. It was a D6 on Daredevil. Something along the lines of, let's just call it, get a grip, maybe?
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
Hey, I come up with good ones every now and then. And then
You got this.
the D10 on Rogue, maybe we'll call it Cage Match.
Ooh, love it.
Ooh.
So-
Look at you on fire.
Hey. Like the Human Torch. Okay.
Are you a human torch or are you on fire?
Or are you
I don't
just
know.
on fire?
I don't have anything left to give. Sorry.
It's giving me Valentine's Day card.
Get a Grip is my favorite Aerosmith album. Anyway.
I'm a little bit sad that you haven't used Leader's voice at all this episode.
I know, I'm
Oh,
waiting.
Sure.
Seriously,
Well,
now that he's
Good.
giant.
his voice has changed a bit, but I'll say something here along the lines of, you quivering bugs, I will stomp you! Something like that.
Good to have you back.
It's okay.
And he will pass it, to the last person now to go in this round, which is Banner.
Okay.
Remaker, excuse me.
I've been stomped by a foot. I'm not letting it hurt me. I'm just so confused and like literally starting to black out here. But I stand the ground with my, flannel shirt like starting to tear, this weird like almost Hulk image, and you see the veins bulging in the neck, but they're not turning green. And I'm going to turn on my mind control ring, and I'm gonna I want to push to add an additional D6 to this roll.
Mhm.
And I'm basically just like charging up the ring, like taking an extra minute as that mind control starts to become a visible green bubble around me. And I want to try and blast it out with an area attack if I can to as much of the building as I can reach.
Awesome.
I don't know what the limits are in terms of how far I can go with the mind control, but I assume at least like 200, 300 feet is reasonable, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the area attack, I can also target the Beast Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's my goal.
Right. And if you need another target, let me know. But
Yeah, I mean, as many targets as are in the area, I would
I will
be
say
trying to.
you could also
hit 'em.
probably reach just to the edge of where the Hulk sort of war is happening on the sort of the edge of the building,
Okay.
where Amadeus is going toe to toe with Abomination. So if you want to hit Abomination as well, I sort of was keeping him out of the battle, but I think they're skirting closer and closer to you guys. So yeah, just if you want to, we could bring him in. I was gonna bring him in eventually, but yeah.
And then I'm using a D4 distinction again, so I'm going to take another plot point. So I'm back to 3, having spent 2 of the 4.
Okay.
I'm at 3 again.
Okay.
All right. This is a massive pool. I'm probably going to roll some 1s.
Now,
just because.
do I need to roll reactions for each of these guys? Each of these
Yes.
people you're targeting?
Yes. So
Okay.
I'll choose an additional effect die for each target, and I'll let you know before you.
Okay.
All right. So that is 3 ones.
Shit, man.
That's not good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna spend. Shoot, it's a terrible roll. I'm gonna spend a plot point and make my total 14.
Okay. 14. So Beast Hulk got a 15. So he will succeed. Surprisingly, all right. So Leader rolled 3 ones.
Sweet.
Out of his huge pool. How many did you roll, Graham?
I buy one.
I rolled
Okay.
3 ones.
2 of the 3 were on a D10 and 1 was on a D6. So I'm assuming you want the D10.
I want a D10.
Okay, great. Sorry, Graham. One more time. How many did you roll?
3.
3. Okay. Just because we were allowing you to use the plot points you get from that in this, if you need to, I'll take care of that first. So I'm gonna give you, let's see, 3. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 2 plot points for those 3, because that would up my D6 to a D8, and then the other D6 to a D8 to a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 2.
Yep.
Okay. So 2 plot points, and I'll add D8 and D10.
How about this? I would like to buy 2 of those ones that you rolled.
Oh, you can have both of them. I'll keep mine.
No, there were 3. So
There were
you
3.
got.
Yeah, but one of them was shitty.
One of them was
That's
a
okay.
D6.
Here's my idea, Justin.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the Doom pool.
Okay.
I would like to use them to step up the Stray Logan asset twice, so
Oh
that
my
Logan
God.
shows up.
Sheesh!
Can we do that?
Absolutely, we could do that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Daddy,
Okay, I've got the plot
daddy.
points.
I love it. I love
You
it
bought all 3 of my ones,
so much. I did, yeah. But
so
for,
I'm at 4 plot points
for
still.
two-
Yeah,
for
you
2
got
plot
plenty
points.
to spend.
I bought
Okay,
your
so I
3
spent
ones
2.
for 2 plot points.
Oh, right.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I'm at 3.
Okay. So okay, let's handle this. First of all, let me finish the reactions here. So
Of course.
Beast Hulk succeeded. Leader, the highest leader can get is a 12.
Okay.
Do you remember what your original roll?
14.
Was? 14.
14 with a D8 effect on leader, D6 effect on the people on the periphery.
Okay. I kind of want to let you. Well, no, it's still after the fact, I guess. I was trying to. It's right. It's good. Okay. So the leader is going to take the hit, and then Abomination. I just need to roll real quick for Abomination.
Wait. Is Abomination the one outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Abomination got a 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, so actually what I'd like to do is make a D6 complication on Abomination, which is just like I'm in your head,
Yeah.
and if I step it all the way up, maybe he'll
Absolutely.
join our team or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah. If you could do here, you make the complication. I'll
Yep,
take
I
a
got it.
moment here and add Abomination as a GM. C. Sorry, guys. Everybody talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Good. Hey, Graham. So I can use my plot point or my one that I just bought to do what?
So you could knock a die out of the doom pool.
Yeah.
If I think you got a D10, so it could be a D10 or lower.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That
Or
doom
you
pool's
can use it to step up any one die that's in play, like an asset or someone's power, or your team affiliation or something like that, for one use.
Nope.
So I took the Stray Logan asset and I stepped it up twice, so that it basically like leveled out, and now it's like fully, it becomes like a new thing, like it's completed kind of.
Yeah. I think narratively, since we're just talking, tell me if this is what we can do, but I want to donate mine to Rogue, because I'm outside of the pillar and I'm closer to leader than she is. And so my goal is to like sort of give her an idea of where weak spots are and what's going on, so that way she can like plan her next move, is my idea. Just like giving her an advantage with it. Does that work out?
You want to give her your
step
what?
up, let her step up one of her things. Because I just bought that.
That's fine. I will say she is sort of isolated right now in her little cage match.
Right.
But,
and that's why I'm doing it, is because I'm like yelling at her from outside to inform her of where to,
Sure.
where to hit and where to go.
Sure. So she gets to step up one trait.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yay.
Yeah, Graham, I could not figure out how you
You
make
have to
these
remind me.
GMC tags.
I got it, no problem.
Thanks. Sorry, I was trying to be helpful. You have so much going on. And then when you have a moment, you can get rid of the Stray Logan asset and add a Logan extra under Powerhouse. And I can sort of explain how that goes in a second. But yeah, so the last thing I need to ask you, Graham, because that was a huge turn and I loved everything you did, you had a D8 effect on leader. How did you want that to be handled? Did you want to step up his
Physical
complication?
stress. Oh, well, I guess it would be mental stress, most likely.
Right. Can they take stress? That's what I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
so it just hangs out there until it steps up above. It's not like
Okay.
super useful, but people can roll that D8 when they're, against leader.
Okay, sick.
So it's somewhat helpful.
So in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and say leader would have kept. For some reason, I thought when you turn into like a mob or a boss or something like that with the extra dice, you can't have stress. So if you would have already
basically
had
the stress resets every time you knock that die off.
Okay, it does. Okay, because you're
Yeah, so
basically
each
working up to
die
the one.
basically gets
That
stressed
makes more
out
sense.
up to D10.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Cool. So here's the thing. He already had, I believe, a D8 of mental stress from before, and I had got rid of it because I thought, wrong. So if you
I
add
see what
another
you mean.
D8,
Yes. Go up to
that would
D12.
be up
That
to a
sounds great.
12.
Oh, that would knock out one die.
Yeah, so knock off one die,
Sweet.
and then that's awesome. So
Okay, that was a little more successful than I thought it was.
all of that,
3 ones.
all of that leads to a whole lot of stuff happening at once, as we can sort of see. I gotta take a breath real quick. Whew. Okay. So Remaker, you send out this sort of telepathic blast, and it sort of rocks leader to his core. You see that you watch as he literally just starts like kind of cough. He just does one sort of cough of sort of a green liquid, kind of like splatters across the ground beneath him. Kind of holds his mouth and says to you, "You meddle in a mind you know not of." And
I love him so much.
It's vaguely Hamlet.
I don't know. The Shakespeare came out of me somewhere.
Smart
Great.
people talk about Shakespeare.
Infestation.
Yeah, he knows Shakespeare. Okay, let's see. I think that was
That was
end
me.
of the
so,
round, right? You finished the round.
Well, no. You're right. I was last. So I'll pass it back to who's in the room with me? Daredevil or
Black
Black
Widow, and Daredevil is on the head, but Black Widow is trapped underneath rubble.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's just in rubble. Come on.
Let me go to
guys.
rubble.
Let me go to
Rebel
Daredevil.
trouble.
Daredevil.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
Also, let me just narrate real quick because I forgot. After leader says that, Matt, you, as we shift over to you, you're sort of up there, like up, 80 feet high, just holding on for dear life and trying to squeeze the brains. You notice Logan, no longer naked, wearing some light clothes, just like
He got garments?
like a sort of a long sleeve button down, buttoned up halfway so his burly chest hair sticks out. Some like what once were pants but now are just torn into like shorts. Running barefoot and just comes onto the scene basically, and now can be used as an extra by any of you, as long as it narratively makes sense, of course. I do want to also mention Danny is also in the vicinity with all the rubble and everything. She can kind of be anywhere at this point since we haven't really discussed where she's at.
Oh,
Right on.
nice.
I think and in no way, of course, does she. In fact, I'd rather her not follow these orders. I realize that like we are in serious danger, and I do sense Danny's fear. So I am screaming at her as I'm just like, getting my world rocked. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. And then I sense Logan. I can sense this smell of a dog, right? And because I really can't do much and I do want to keep this pressure on Leader's brain, I'm going to scream at our new friend, get the ankles. I want him to slice his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Again, bringing back my favorite move.
Absolutely. I almost had him do that before I realized I wasn't supposed to act on his behalf. So,
I know, and I appreciate the reminder. I forget that we have to like narrate what these assets do. And thank you so much for bringing him back, Graham.
Heck yeah, dude. This is exciting. Okay, so go ahead and make the roll. Now, I want to remind you as well, since this is on leader, make sure you add his D10 complication to your roll.
Okay.
And he doesn't currently have any stress, so you don't get to add anything there. But add the D10, and then also add the 8 for Logan to your rolls. And also,
Cool,
looks
Can
like
I just keep my...
Rebecca just got a plot point for continuing the Southern quips. Thanks, Kelsey.
We like some.
Gotta love it when players have an excuse to give other players plot points. Go ahead, Hollis. Did
Also,
you have a
props
question?
to me for
Channel
not
points.
just giving it to myself.
Hollis, did you have a question?
No, sir. I did get... so I rolled 1-1.
Yeah.
I got a 16 with a D10 effect.
Okay. I will pay you for your 1.
Okay.
To up this to 2d10.
Sorry, guys.
And then let's roll for leader. And does Daredevil have anything? He's got get a grip, so I'm gonna add a d6 to my roll.
Cool.
So, oh, and I need to take out a d10, of course, because I'm only down to 3d10 now. Lots of dice, lots of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Leader's lack of damage is troubling.
Although it's nice when we damage him and knock out those dice, it means he rolls less dice. So like he gets more manageable.
So that's at least good, yeah.
Yeah.
And that doom pool can honestly S a D.
Yeah, we're really close to a bad.
The doom pool's not looking good. That's true.
The building's all like collapsing around
Okay,
us.
I got a 13 with the D10. What'd you get, Hollis?
16 with a D10.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
All right, in that case, I'm going to... I sense that he's clothed because I can smell less of him. Is that weird? So I scream, "Nice threads! Get his ankles!"
I love it. So now I will pitch this to you. If you want to up the complication to a D12, that's an option. Or you could add like a D10 physical stress, and then once that gets stepped up to a D12, then that'll knock off one of the things.
I'm gonna do a D10 of physical stress just so we
Awesome.
can start inflicting some damage. Yeah.
Totally. Now, I will say, if his complication gets knocked up beyond a D12, I would think that would knock off one of the dice as well.
Yes.
Right? So that's also an option. Actually, not even beyond a D12, just beyond a... Well, no, it'd have to be beyond a D12, I guess. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So another option. But yeah, so Daredevil, as you call down, you see Logan just it just runs and then just like slices at just one ankle. I mean, he the feet are too far apart for him to get both right now, but he just hacks. And Leader goes,
That's our boy.
I don't even know what Leader says. I don't know that he says anything. He just screams, and falls to one knee. The whole land echoes around him. Amazing. Let's see. Daredevil, who do you want to pass to?
I'm gonna pass it to Leader.
Okay. Leader crashes down onto one knee. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think he is going to... Oh, you know what? I forgot. So he's got a special effect, basically, that I'll go ahead and share with you guys. It's called Destructive Temper. So when he takes... Now that you've unlocked it, I guess, actually, it should have been unlocked earlier when Graham did the stress as well. So I'm going to do this twice. Every time Leader takes stress of any kind, his strength and durability die, which is one of the die he has, is stepped up, which sounds like a bad thing. I know, for you. He gets more and more upset. It's because he's got the Hulk blood in him, so he's getting stronger as he gets angrier. So that will raise up that die twice. However, it also has a limit, and the limit is called Growing Pains. And when that die reaches a D12, every time Leader rolls, he takes a D6 of mental stress. So, doing stress on him is good, I guess is what I'm saying. It's gonna suck for a second, but then once you get to the threshold, it's gonna like hurt him more than it hurts you. And I thought I'd just share that. I haven't really been sharing much of like behind the screen here on my end, and I thought it might be fun to sort of explain some of the stuff that is going on this end. So, okay, let's see. The Leader's turn. So 1, 2, 3 D10 plus this plus this. That's a D10 now. Okay. Whew, boy, what do I want to do? I think he's going to do his collateral damage again, and use his 3 extra effect dice to step up the complications that are already there. Now, Graham, let me know if I did this right last time, where I picked one person to react, I rolled, and then if I succeeded, it says keep 3 additional effect dice. Those effect dice as complications, me putting them on everybody else, should I have had those people roll as reactions as well? It's kind of a confusing...
It's for an area attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone rolls their own reaction to an area attack.
Okay.
You use the same total for the person who's acting, but you do assign their effect dice, and that's then when the person who it's assigned to, then they roll their opposition roll.
Okay. Got it. All right. So then we'll start with an attack on Daredevil.
Cool.
Try and get you off of his cauliflower head. So,
Gross.
I'm gonna spend a die from the Doom pool to up this to a 21 with a D8.
Ugh. So we're all rolling against 21.
Yes.
And then whatever effect die you assign. Oof.
Correct.
Is that like everybody except for Rebecca?
This time
Elise is under Rebel too.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Elise, it's the same people I gave complications to before. So it's Elise, Rebecca, and Hollis actually.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
3
Johnny's having
ones.
3 ones. Oh my god.
Elise, what are your dice?
Online dice.
I'm gonna send you a set of dice, Elise.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. So 21. Let's start with Hollis. What'd you get?
So I got a 16. I spent a plot point in order to add a die. I rolled a 1. Gotta do that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're in real danger here.
Things
Yeah,
are good.
man.
Well, Justin did say last episode that he was not interested in doing the double 12s thing again. So
It's true, but the Doom pool's way. Last time it was just 2d12s. This time I've got a lot of freaking dice.
a lot going on in there.
Oh boy, the old brain is a thinking. Hollis, I will pay for your plot point. Add a d6 to the Doom pool. Yeah, I'm sorry, you get a plot point. You know what I meant. And you did fail the roll, I believe. Correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the effect is just going to step up your get a grip complication up to a D10. It's a D10 effect, so it's just going to jump that up to a D10.
Okay.
We will now go to oh boy, who's next? Rogue. So Rogue, what's your reaction roll? Sorry, you're muted, my friend.
You're silent.
Rebecca, you're muted.
So I was trying to build. So I was trying to build my pool, but what was happening? I'm just trying to see if I can justify using something.
Basically, this is just Leader using his stomp ability again. This time, he's actually stepping fully into like the middle of the building, so this will have dire effects on the missile silo.
Okay.
And I'll remind you. So I basically have 4 effect dice, but I did use one of them to add to my total to make it a 21 instead, so I only have 3 effect dice. So that's why I'm just so you know. Anyway, Rebecca, you rolled some 1s, didn't you?
No, I did not roll any 1s.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
that's
I
good.
did not roll great.
All right.
That's a 10. D10.
Okay, so yeah. Oh boy, that a 10.
Yeah, that's like a heroic success for you, ain't it? A villainous success.
Oh no. Yeah,
Evil
the thing is,
success.
the effect,
Heroic success.
the effect has to be a complication.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you step up one of your die?
Oh, I didn't.
And did you add the 10 for leader? Guys, make sure you're adding the leader dice.
So we're
those
okay,
are
Rebecca.
really gonna help you.
Okay.
Okay,
and I was
drawing board.
What do you mean step up a die? Remind me again what that means.
Kelsea.
So if it was like a D10, then you can make it a D12, for example.
Oh, cool. Okay, hey, we might actually do better this time.
For just the
we
one
just
roll.
don't want it to be a villainous success.
Yeah.
For one die.
Yeah, for 1 die for 1 roll.
Well, it's an 18 now, but so.
Okay,
that's
well, it's
better
not
than a
heroic
10.
success.
That's better than a 10.
It is. So that will step
Thank you,
up
Kelsey.
your cage match complication to a D12. So 1 more and you'll get knocked out.
And don't forget that you have a plot point, so you could add another dice if you need to.
Oh no, my other dice was not.
Oh,
My
it could not help you.
My chair
Oh
is
well,
slowly
actually, no,
sinking.
it would have. It would have. But
Wait,
I
what's
feel like
happening?
I've already rolled and said, so I can't use it in good conscience.
I'm just totally doing table talk. I'm so sorry.
I know, it's Kelsey. I love you.
So, if we could step up Rogue's cage match complication to a D12,
Yeah.
please.
Yep.
And also step up Daredevil's get a grip complication to a D10. And now I
10?
need Elise to roll. Yeah, it was that was a D10 effect on Daredevil. It was a D8 effect on Rogue, which was why it only steps up to 1. And now on Elise, I have another D8. So this is a D8 effect on Elise to affect your Sky is Falling complication. So go ahead and make a reaction, and you're trying to beat a 21.
Oh, I did, and that's when I rolled 3 whole ones.
Oh, that's right.
Again?
No.
Nope, that's no.
I didn't
this is
take
the same
them.
roll.
Same
I didn't
ones.
take them last time. We hadn't got around to her yet, but that's
Yep.
right. Okay, so you.
Yep.
Oh my
I
god.
rolled 3 whole ones, and my total is a 9.
Oh no.
Amazing. Well, oh boy,
I love
oh
the
boy.
glee.
I'm gonna 1, 2.
I'm buried under that rubble real far,
Yeah.
just real deep.
We just hear like come out from under the rubble.
I'm gonna give you 2 plot points for your 3 ones. To up the D6 in the Doom Pool to a D8.
Oh.
And then add another D6.
Justin, is the leader wearing any metal?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, his suit seems to have like sort of metal. He's got like a sort of metal brace like on his body essentially. Part of it has broken off. Like when he was small and feeble, it looked like that's what he wore. But as he grew, his clothes sort of grew with him. But like
that's
they
nice.
sort of ripped a little bit. Not ripped, but like the clothes did not rip. The clothes seemed like they were a suit similar enough to Ant-Man's suit where it like grew with him. But the brace that he wore, like sort of to keep his body in like sort of, it has broken off, but like it's still on him. It just kind of shattered a little bit as his muscles have grown larger and larger. So,
Cool. Thank you, sir.
sorry, I just read the chat. I'm gonna name my new ulcer after this episode. That's very funny. Thank you, chat. We love you. Don't get an ulcer. Let's see. Elise, what was your total?
Yeah.
What was your total?
Oh, my total was a 9.
Ouch.
And I don't have an effects die. Well, I do because of the D10. Wait, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Sure. So I'm going to. Yeah. Oh man. I think. So this is the D8, but this is the like effect that doesn't have to be a complication. It could be anything essentially. So I think instead of upping your complication on this one, I'm going to. It's a D8, but it's a heroic. It's a double heroic. 'Cause it's over 10. It's over 10 above you, so it steps up to a D12. So I'm gonna give this a D12 physical stress to Black
Amazing.
Widow, and Natasha. Leader steps.
Squishes me like a bug.
Well, yeah, the rubble that's around you crushes down farther. You're about you're a step away here from just having your leg completely break. Which would be
Oh my God.
which would be physical trauma that you would carry with you throughout the rest of the game. So, yeah, tough stuff. That is leader's turn.
Damn.
Yeah, ooh, baby. I wanted to give you guys a challenge on this one, and I didn't. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. You've just rolled a lot of
You
ones.
did.
Let me
We're
just say,
fine.
you've rolled a lot of
We
ones.
don't need your
We're
explanation.
doing
You're right.
great.
You're right. You're
Justin.
doing great. I
We're
believe in all of
doing
you.
awesome.
We
So-
look great. We smell great.
Except for Logan.
I'm trying to remember.
All of our bones are intact.
I believe
Right now.
Daredevil, you started this round, right? Daredevil? Hollis, you started
Yeah.
this round, is that
Yes, sir.
right? And you
Mhm.
passed it to leader.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm
So
regretting
those
every
two have
bit of that.
gone. Those two have gone. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it now to Black Widow, who I think just took a real bad
Yeah.
hit there.
I think what I'm gonna do is try to electric blast my way out of the rubble and like get myself to the like a far corner of the room so I can just be out of the way of leader. I refreshed my page. Everyone cross your fingers. Here it goes.
Yes, come on.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, I rolled 2 ones.
Oh,
I'm astonished.
Stop it!
You gotta get a new roller, dude. There's a Google one if you want to try that.
Yes, use the Google one. Elise.
Wait, I didn't roll the D10 for leader. Hold on. Wait, do I get that? Do I get to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, didn't do anything. Wait, yes, it did. It did. I rolled a 17 and my effect die is a D10.
Okay. And this is, excuse me, describe to me what you're trying to do here.
I'm trying to blast myself out of the rocks and just like crawl or limp my way to the corner of the room just so I'm out of the way of any feet.
Totally. Okay, so this is gonna be against the Doom Pool.
Okay.
Which
You're just dragging yourself
Hollis.
across the floor. Like,
Oh God.
The Doom Pool is so
It's-
scary.
So big.
stupid.
I mean,
Oh,
I was gonna say something to like ease your, and then I was like, no, that probably won't make
There's
it
no
better.
way.
Okay. I got
Justin, why don't you just choose to roll some ones?
I know
Choose
it's
to.
true.
Or just maybe not buy ones, you know?
I
You
haven't-
don't have to buy every one.
I know I don't have
You
to.
don't have to buy every
For the
one.
record, I didn't buy all 3 of her ones last time. I only bought 2.
But can't you use your plot points to buy things out of the Doom Pool? Or am I lying?
You guys can spend whenever I roll ones, you
That's how
can spend a
we do it.
plot
Okay,
point
got it,
to do
got
that. I just haven't rolled any.
We
Very
we
many
can also
ones.
take actions against the Doom Pool to knock dice out of it with our effect dice, like we would do damage to someone else.
Yes.
And you narrate it as like, making the situation less
The
tense,
situation.
lowering the stakes.
Okay, I got a 12 with the Doom Pool. I totally forgot what you said you had.
I had a 17.
Nice.
Yes!
Hey, fuck yeah, dude.
Heroic
Fuck you,
success!
Justin. Fuck you in your pool.
Let me crawl away.
Okay, no, but this is a good example, actually, of what Graham just said. At least, do you have any plot
Yes.
points?
I do.
If you want to spend one... Oh, wait, no, this is your action. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a reaction. Okay, keep going. Never mind. So what's your effect
All
die?
right. It's my effect die is a D10.
So you could... Let's see. I'll tell you this. Your the sky is falling complication goes away automatically because you're no longer trapped. And you can
Nice.
spend that D10 against the Doom Pool if you want to, like Graham just said, to basically make things a little better for like the scenario.
Oh, I would like to. I would love
Bless.
to do that.
Bless.
So that'll basically just knock a D10 out of the Doom Pool, I believe.
Oh, yes.
This
Yes.
this elevates you to mother, Elise.
Yes,
We love
Elise.
you. Mother.
So
From the bottom to the top.
At least,
Yes.
so I mean, if you want to, you can describe to me sort of how
Absolutely.
you make
Yeah.
things better in this situation.
So I'm under there and I just the rubble. I would guess that that's dust and rubble just everywhere. So there's he's a little less clear on who is where and what's going on around him, maybe
Sure.
possibly just to kind of lower his like
Visibility,
clarity on what's
yeah.
going on while I crawl away.
Confuse the
Awesome.
motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Okay, very cool. Who do you want to pass to?
Okay, I will pass it to the Remaker.
Okay.
I think he's got a plan.
Thank you. So, as the rubble is starting to like clear, dust is being kicked up. Leader still has cauliflower cognition.
Yeah. His eyes are going a little blurry between that and the dust.
I'm lighting up my rings, and I'm flying up into the air, right into Leader's face, and I'm like frothing at the mouth, angry. And it's the first time you've seen Bruce do this, and like you realize that the Hulk does come from inside him somehow. This like petulant, irate, inarticulate toddler that turns into a rage monster.
Thank you for finally recognizing it.
And like it's like he's dissociated into the Hulk identity, but his body can't change.
I love it.
And
it's
so
very
I'm
similar to
spending
what. Sorry, I just wanted to say that's very. I love that it echoes the conversation you had with Amadeus in the last episode. But keep going.
Yeah. So I'm spending a plot point, first of all, to add multiple rings to my roll.
Awesome.
So I'm using mind control again. I'm gonna add in the ice blast, and I'm gonna add in teleportation.
You can teleport?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Got all those rings.
You know what? I don't think the teleport applies. I think I'm going to add in, even though it's a D10, it'd be nice, but I'm going to add in matter manipulation instead. And I'm going to change. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm just switching to your character sheet so everybody can see this.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm going to temporarily twist the wire of Daredevil's swing line.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yep.
And I'm gonna turn it into barbed wire.
Ooh, I knew you were freaky.
Ooh, that's cool.
And the mind blast is going to target. Let me know, Justin, if this makes sense. I think this is how this works. I'm gonna target Abomination, Beast Hulk, and I'm gonna target all 3 of Leader's large scale threat dice.
Sure.
So I'm adding 4 extra d6 to the roll. And I'm adding in Logan as I'm like, just narratively, like he's there slicing away at Leader, maybe climbing up the legs with his claws to where we are. And I say, follow me. And I really don't think he's going to say anything like snappy or articulate, but he just looks Leader in the eye. And he says, "You know smart. I'm smart. I'm smart." And he's not green, but he's raging. And I am rolling so many dice.
Wait. Oh, there it is.
What?
Holy crap.
This is a massive.
How many is that? Like a dozen?
That's like an Olympic-sized dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dice.
That's a lot of
ready
ones.
For ones, but I'm going all out.
It's a lot of ones, but I love it. Let's go.
My friends, I rolled not a single one.
Yeah!
Okay. So I still have a plot point. My total is 16.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm going to spend a plot point.
Yeah.
To make that into a 24.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
So now I need, sorry, Justin, reaction rolls from Abomination, Beast Hulk.
Let's start small
Leader.
this time and go to Leader last. So,
okay.
Let's do Abomination.
Okay, 24 is the total.
Who is like hardly even in the scene, but your big attacks just keep hitting.
He's
like,
off in the distance,
I want to step
ow!
up his mind control. That's my goal.
No, I love it. I think it's funny that I haven't really described anything about him yet.
He wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Oh, goodness.
I know. He's like, I'm not even
Today was his
working.
day off.
Yeah, it's my day off. Why am I getting hit?
That's fantastic. He got a 14. I forgot which. That's definitely a heroic.
That's 10 under mine's 24.
24.
Can you get a double heroic?
Yes, that's what I just did to Black Widow.
Okay, so I'm gonna step up his complication. I'm gonna use a D.
A D what? A D?
Give me a second. I'm trying to decide here.
Just like
I'm gonna use a. I'm gonna use a D6. No. Sorry, I'll use a D8.
Okay.
And it steps up twice to a D12. So his in your head is now a D12.
Awesome.
So I've almost mind controlled him.
Yep. His mind is an easy one to control.
All right. How about who's next?
Okay. Next, we'll go to Beast Hulk. Wait, that's the same page. Okay, let me just assemble this.
I'm just catching up on the chat. All these people trash
I
talking.
know, right?
And yours is a...
Well, Kelsea trash talking me.
Yeah.
Kelsea counts as all these people. It's fine.
That's a several.
D10. I'm adding a D10 for your mental stress.
Yeah.
There's a 1. I rolled a 1 on a D8. And I got a total for Beast Hulk of... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spend a die on this one.
I'll buy that one.
Okay.
You're an appropriate person to buy that one.
To make it a 25. So that Beast Hulk will succeed.
Ooh. All right. Nice.
Yikes.
I rolled really well, but I had to add that third die.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And then... who's buying the 1?
Rebecca.
Okay, so yeah, it's a D8. So think about what you want to do with it and get back to me. Okay, leader. Oh, 3D10. Okay, and then if he does. Okay. Great. Okay, and leader. Oh man, he's close too. Schnikes. Okay, No, I'm not gonna do it. I just really like what you're gonna do.
Oh, thanks.
I considered pulling one from the Doom pool, but I just want it. I kind of think it's gonna be cool. So, just okay. Leader will fail,
Okay.
but not
No-
heroically. He's
no
like right
heroic
on the
success.
cusp. He's right on the cusp. He got a 19. So, oh
Okay,
wait,
excellent.
that is a no. You got 24. That's 5.
19 is
Shit.
5 over?
Okay, hang on a second though.
That's
Hang
not-
on. I'm gonna.
No,
Now I gotta pull one.
he's got to do it.
Now I gotta pull one. To make it
Hey, good job, Graham.
to make it a.
Luring him out.
I'll pull this one in. So okay.
Honestly, I was thinking about it, and I was like, rolling this many dice is going to roll some ones probably. But if it's like, if I'm rolling more dice in future actions anyway, like, why
Yeah.
not just roll a shit ton of dice?
Yeah. Okay, so 23, so it still succeeds. Just not
Oh,
heroic.
wow, by 1?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use 3 effect dice for him because of the area attack. So 1 is a D10. But let me do, the first one's a D8, which should bump up the physical stress so that I knock off a die.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
his stress goes back to 0.
Yep.
And
you
then
did
I
use
have a-
stress, so that
and then
bumps up my die. Keep going.
Then I just have 2 D8. So I'm gonna do physical and emotional. Did I do physical? No, mental and emotional stress to him. D8.
Cool. So get him right on the cusp of 2 others. I like that.
I'm just trying to think of. I think rather than do 2 stress types, I'm gonna give him D8 mental stress, and then I'm gonna make a complication, which is to it's with the mind control.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to. Sorry, just trying to decide
No,
here.
you're good. So the one you did before is the barbed wire, and that's what caused the physical stress, right?
So I could step up.
Which knocked off one of the D10s.
Yeah, I could step up cauliflower cognition,
with one of the
or I
others.
could make a new one so we have multiple dice of complications on him.
I'll just say this: you already knocked one off, so he's down to 2d10. And if you spend one die to add the mental, and then another die to up the cauliflower, then you have 2 avenues right there of knocking 2 more off, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I have to do this to very different things. All right, I'll step up cauliflower cognition to 12 with the barbed wire
Okay.
thing, and oh yeah, yep, that works for me. If it works for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's at a 12. His mental's at an 8.
Whew. So after that, Bruce is just staring him down, like right in front of his big head, kind of near Daredevil, I guess. And I'll pass it to. We had Black Widow went already, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass it to Johnny.
Yes.
When you get a sec, Graham, knock off one of those d10s for leader.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, Johnny.
Okay, so you have just affected him mentally mostly, like, right? He's not moved or anything, and Daredevil is still strapped to his head.
Yeah,
Right.
he's bleeding from his head now. Like green liquid is streaming down, almost like getting into his eyes as well. He's still on one knee, and he's sort of like, I mean, because of his Achilles tear, or I guess slash. And he's hurting, and he's a little lower than normal.
Okay.
And I will say, you are in the missile silo, next to, I mean, you're not trapped like Rogue is, but you're still in there. But because of how he knocked the silo, there is sort of like a big hole now where you can sort of see outside, and you can see him.
So I'm going to do a lot of things is my goal. I also have a lot of dice that I prepared. So I want to use a lot of tools at my disposal, including all of my distinctions, whatever the long one is for me.
The long one.
I'm going to be throwing them all in to the tune of having a D4 so that I can get a plot point with it.
Okay, so you
There's
only
4.
can add one distinction at a time unless you spend a plot point to add more.
No, what is the one that I can multi?
So you have
that's
area
your-
attack, right?
Area attack.
Multi-power.
Oh, you have multi-power as well. Yeah.
So I want to use Fire Mastery, Flame Blast, Supersonic Flight, and my Superhuman Durability,
yes.
which steps
You
each
can
one
do
of
that.
those steps it down. So the last one would be a D4. So that's why I wanted to use all of them. And then
Cool.
I'm also going to be using my Hot-Headed Hero. No, wait. I'm using Shameless Flirt because I'm going to say, hey, Danny, you want to do what we worked on? And she's going to just like completely ram into him is the goal. Like throw her entire body so that then I can boop him up. I'm doing supersonic flight, so it's going supersonic speed into him. Yeah, so it's a team effort, finally, instead of this buddy bullshit that it's been.
Great.
Oh my god, I rolled so good. And I didn't get any ones. Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm a real Graham, aren't I?
It's the first time ever.
Yeah, that's the first time it's been used as a positive.
I'd like to be known for
It's a
that.
good thing. And I rolled a 10 on my D10, which is to me a gift. So that being said, I am going to spend my newly found plot point, and that brings me up to a 28.
Okay, cool. Let me roll for leader.
Wait. 26.
Okay, so one die down. But he does get the D12 now. And the D8.
Green is emotional or mental?
Emotional. Okay. That's... Oof. Okay, I'm gonna spend one from the Doom pool. But honestly, even if I do... You got a 28?
26.
26. Okay, so then yeah, I'll spend one from the Doom pool, just to keep you from getting a heroic success here. But that is a success for you still, as I got a 19. So, heroic success.
So I have a D10 effect die.
Let me rephrase what I said earlier. You still get a heroic success. I was keeping you from getting a double heroic success.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And can you remind me what the heroic success does?
It just ups your effect die by 1.
Oh. So it's a D12 then.
Cool.
Which would be a max out of something, right?
Yeah, it would be. You could
So
either
can I start a fresh one?
do the cauliflower cognition, max that out to knock off one of his D10s, or you could max out his mental stress. Or actually, I guess it wouldn't max it out. It would just put it up to a D12. No.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. That would be enough.
Yeah, because with the stress you can.
Yes.
I would recommend keeping the D12 complication in place so we can keep rolling it.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, I didn't even roll that. Hello.
So then.
So
Yeah. So then you probably want to do mental stress, which
yeah.
would knock off one of his D10 dice.
Yes, let's do that.
Awesome. Which makes sense
And I
because
think
you're going
there-
at his head, right?
Well, it does, but also he's like things are coming at him from a lot of different angles right now.
Yeah.
And I think that we know that he has ADHD. Like he's definitely at a point where his anxiety level is completely controlling his psyche. Like
Yeah.
he's no longer able to make a logical decision. Mentally, it's just so that's where he is currently.
I love it. Yeah. So, Graham, if you would put that stress back down to 0 and knock off a D10 as you, Danny sort of bulldozes his knee and just slips him off the side so that his head twists and you just smash into his head as he kind of goes backward. I'm going to say that actually knocks him down to the ground. So, Matt, you, well, I don't want to take away your get a grip complication. It is... Oh, no, it's a complication against you. Yes, this is going to take away your get a grip complication.
Hey.
And because you
Yeah,
are
you're
now
shaking me,
on
so
the
it's-
ground instead of high up in the air.
Fantastic.
So yeah, he is sort of like, you know, what's that, Gulliver's Travels? Just sort of like on his back on the ground. And you guys are doing better than it looked a few minutes ago.
Wow, right?
Kelsea,
Look at the doom pool.
what a shift. Yeah, there's some tide turning. Kelsea, who do you want to pass it to?
So Beast Hulk is still in there, right? Didn't he go?
No, he's
I
made
thought he did.
reaction rolls.
Okay, let's have Beast Hulk go then.
I forgot. You know what, Graham? Please give leader a D6 of mental stress.
Sure.
Because his growing pains. Now that he's maxed out his
nice.
die, every time he rolls, he has to take a D6 of mental stress. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. All right, so Rogue, we haven't been back to you in a second, but you are in like very close quarters with a rampaging, slobbering, just madman of a Hulk.
So it's just like being home.
Yeah.
That was a slight against Basti.
Oh my God, Kel.
Oh, he'll never watch.
Yeah, he won't know. Which makes it sad. Like, so my bad. Well, I was making fun of him, so it's less sad.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay.
I always do.
Yep.
Becca, did you? It's your turn. Sorry.
Oh,
No,
I
it's-
thought he passed it
Beast
to
Hulk's
Beast
turn.
Hulk.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I heard you. I thought Rogue in my head. I'm so sorry. Okay, Beast Hulk.
I was
Got
just
it.
like, yes, I'm
There's
waiting to
such
be
numbers.
pummeled.
I'm waiting to be pummeled. My bad.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
so Beast Hulk has boom, 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 and anything against Rogue right now? Cage match D12.
Complication.
Yes, thank you. Do you still have to choose between a complication or stress when you add it to the pool, or do you get both a complication and one type of stress to add?
I think you can get all complications in one kind of stress.
Okay, so what do you have right there? Is that a D6? Yeah.
Y'all, I am not looking forward to this. Whatever it is.
Listen, I think I've rolled 6 ones so far. You're gonna do great. Way better than me.
Okay,
Six.
I got a 19 with a D12 effect.
Want to try that again?
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll a 12 on a D12, baby.
Wow.
I've been doing. I didn't roll. I haven't rolled any ones
alright.
this session. So,
All right. Well,
I rolled one because I
I'm-
bought it.
Okay, I rolled some, but I'm just
I
saying.
rolled 3, but it was in one time.
Well, I'm gonna use. So I can use that one that I bought from you to step up a die. Right?
Into create a stunt, right? Are we? Did we stunt?
It says
push. It's a push.
It says It says Well, it says to I just had it. When the watcher rolls a 1, it's called an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Spend to activate it. Step up any die and play for 1 use. So
Yeah.
I can step up one of my die.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, what did you roll?
I got a 19 with a D12.
Oh, shit. All right, fine. I'm gonna use a plot point to use one of my extra die, and so that's gonna be a 23 with a D10.
Ooh.
Nice. I never had a
needed it.
doubt. To be
I
honest
needed
with
it.
you.
I
Um,
was like gonna lose by a couple of points. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to use the plot point then. I guess it's gonna hurt.
And I know that you already succeeded, but just a reminder, Beast Hulk does have a D12, so I want to make sure you added that to your pool. But that's okay.
Oh, thank you.
But so you succeed as Beast Hulk just basically like starts smashing everything around the room, like you're in like a 10-foot little like section of like debris all over you, and just smashing, but you're sort of quickly evading, kind of around and back, just like nonstop playing like keep away essentially. And I think he will just pass it right back to you.
Okay, all right. So we are in these close quarters. I have a plan. I am a girl with a plan and lots of dice. So I get to add a D12 to what I already have for my pool.
Yes.
Okay. What was I doing? I forgot it already. Okay.
He also gets to add a D12 from your company.
He does. Okay, so he's can I roll first and then say?
Sure.
Because I'm like, if this bites, then
Yeah, sometimes
I don't want to try and do something.
Sometimes
cool.
it makes more
Sound
sense.
all cool.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. And so that is, I think was that too many dice? I think the thingy's not happy with me.
No.
Don't be mean, don't be mean, don't be mean, don't be mean. Hang on.
No worries. Refresh the page.
Oh no, it's because I have my InDesign open. Sorry, my computer is like, this
It
is too
can't.
much for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Any Adobe.
Okay,
That's all
I'm
good.
just
I was
gonna-
like,
I'm just-
InDesign
I'm just
and
gonna-
streaming
okay.
is bold.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I was just like, because my computer's been kind of running slow this whole time, and so I was like, what is happening? Okay, all right, so, hang on. Fuck me with a chainsaw. Okay.
You know what?
Lick it up, baby.
Will do.
Lick it.
Roll for it.
Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, wait, what? No, I have to tell you what I rolled for. Okay, so first, So that's a 19 with a D12.
Nice.
And so the idea is that she's dipping and dodging and trying to get out of the way and everything. And she's just like, oh, it's getting crowded in here. And she's gonna so she's gonna like kind of fly up to him, and she's just like gonna grab him at each side of the face, and she's gonna say, would you be a dear and get the door? And she's gonna give him a little quick kiss on the cheek, and she uses mimic for power drain. And I want to create a power drain asset, and I want to take one of his special effects. Oh wait, you gotta roll first. I shouldn't be saying this first.
No, that's okay. Okay, well I rolled 2 1s, and I got no, I don't. I don't want to lower. No, I'm saying I don't want to lower the.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do.
No, it's not a success. I'm gonna go with a 16.
Okay. And so I'm like really sad because I rolled like a lot of like really high dice, and like got like a bunch of 2s and 3s. So I'm really mad right now. But so I want to use power drain, mimic, to create a asset. I want to take a special effects from him.
Yeah.
And
okay, so let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Yours always, for some reason, is like the confusing
I
one.
know,
No,
I'm the worst.
no, but it always ends up being like one of the coolest things. So I just want to read it again. So you successfully use mimic in an action. Create a power drain asset or complication. So you want to use an asset because you're stealing one of his powers, right?
Yes, and I want to use a plot point to use
add
power
a special
from his
effects.
set.
Okay.
And I'm out of plot points.
Well,
now.
let me tell you this much: his special effect is sort of, it's not the best. It may not be worth it for you. It's very similar to the one that Graham used to have as Hulk, called Rage, and it basically allows you to remove dice from the Doom pool equal to your emotional stress to use that stress in your next roll, but well, no, I guess that would be actually okay for you. Never mind. I was thinking it wouldn't work for you for some reason, but no, I think it would. Now, before we do that, though, you get to create an asset equal to one of, I'm assuming you're going to want to take the D12, the D12 power from him.
Yeah.
Which is his godlike strength.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I already have godlike strength, right? Oh, but that's from him. From him, I'm taking it from him.
He's got 4 powers essentially that you can take. Godlike strength. These aren't even powers. These are just kind of his things. He's got a D8 for angry and confused. He's got a D8 for decaying defenses, and he's got a D4 for bull in china shop. So, of those,
okay, yeah.
I feel like it'd probably just be the godlike strength, which I guess you already have. But if you want,
I
you
get
can
2 12s. No.
turn it into a complication.
Yeah, let's just turn it into a complication.
Okay, that might be smart.
Yeah, take his strength away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to take his strength.
Great.
That's cool.
So Beast Hulk has a D12 complication, something along the lines of godlike strength being gone.
Puny something, like puny banner, but
yes, good puny god.
Okay, and so what?
And then I'll just type up the special effects for you so you have it.
Cool.
Because I'm not gonna read it out loud. All right, so that's good.
And so what she does is she says that, gives him a kiss on the cheek, drains that power, and then she just like whirls like by the head, just whirls him around and tries to like launch him through the wall so she can get out.
Wow.
Okay.
The D8 I have. Could I use that to like lower? Wait, where's the doom pool thingy? And like that, make that what it is.
Sorry. What are you saying? I'm sorry. I'm typing
I'm
something.
talking bad. Sorry.
You're good. No, what's up?
The D8 one that I bought from you. Could I use that against the D8 in the doom pool? And the way I'm doing it is by using the Hulk to bust my way out of Beast Hulk to bust my way out of this thingy.
I thought you used that on your roll already. Didn't you use that to up one of your dice?
Oh, I used my plot point.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
sure.
you spend the plot point on the one, and it ups one of your dice. But once that one's been bought, it can't be bought again.
Yeah. I'm confused.
I think we're confusing each other.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're two different
Let's just
effects. The
forget
doom
it.
pool
Let's just
thing
forget it.
and upping your own die size are two different things.
Right.
Right.
Because I was going to use it to up my dice, but I was misunderstanding what I was doing, so I didn't.
So
do
you
it.
didn't.
But we can. Yeah.
No. Well, if you didn't do it, I believe you. That's fine.
Because I thought that I couldn't use it to do that, so I used a plot point instead to up the dice.
Gotcha.
And so now,
Okay.
so I only, yeah.
Then, yes, you can do that now. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No,
guys.
it's okay.
My turns are always so chaotic.
So just for future, just in the
everybody.
future, I know it's never like, opportunities are weird because you're not sure if you're supposed to use them now or on your turn. The easiest thing to do when you buy an opportunity from me is to kind of explain very quickly what you want to use it on, just so that it doesn't get
when you buy it.
confusing. Yeah, when you buy it, basically, just so that we don't lose it later on. I know it's confusing. When I'm a player, I agree, but
okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Nothing to be sorry about. I was
Justin's
sending
fault.
you. It probably is. Yes.
No.
I'm trying to understand how to best rewrite this special effect for you. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Remove a die. Because it wouldn't make sense for you to remove a die from the doom pool. That would be a.
Yeah. So instead of a
thing.
doom pool die, use plot points.
Okay. So spend a plot point. Okay. Gotcha. Who do you want to pass it to next, Rebecca?
I mean, all that's left is Abomination. Does that poor guy want to turn at something, a crack at something? We have that or the
No,
round's over.
I don't really care to do a turn for him. He's sort of off doing something. I don't. Let's just not include him right now. He's fine.
Okay.
And
Back to the top.
Back to the top. So Rebecca, go ahead and pick who you want to pick next.
Okay. Anybody got a plan? Hey, Elise, how you doing?
I'm just in the corner. That's all. I don't have much to do. So I think what I'm just gonna do is from the corner. I'm very injured. I'm just gonna shoot an electric blast at leader. That's the best I got at this moment, I feel like, narratively. I gotta add my little D12 in there.
Okay, I'm sending this to you, Rebecca, in the Zoom chat. Okay, yeah, go ahead and add your.
No ones.
No ones.
Not a one.
No ones. Love it.
Okay.
Good job,
And I'm gonna spend a plot point to add a die. My total.
Oh, leader's
So-
pool has gotten very low.
That gives me.
I mean, big dice, but not a lot of dice.
My total is a 21, and my effect die is a D12.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Woof. Okay, I got one die in the doom pool, y'all. This is sucky. Jeez. That's gonna be. Yeah, even no, it wouldn't even be worth it. 16, the D10.
Yes. Heroic success.
Wait, what?
So your
got?
effect die
Please.
steps up
I got-
beyond D12.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a 21 was my total.
Oh God, that's right. Okay,
Finish
that's
him.
math. Let's do it.
Yeah, cool.
So,
So
yeah.
I'm the one that's probably the most feeble. I'm in the corner, I'm crawling away. I turn around, probably right before I pass out from just the excruciating pain. Right at him, right at his head, his cauliflower head.
Yeah, you just the whole thing just electrocutes. He's just kind of foaming at the mouth. And let me. Are you going? Are you trying to kill him, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
this okay?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No question.
This
This is
not
my first
non-lethal.
success in this whole entire interaction with him.
So in that case, do you want to describe to me what the effect of his electrocution is? I see like
Oh,
sort
sure.
of this freaking out. How does he die?
It's physical for sure, definitely.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like narratively. Do
Sure.
you want to describe his death? Is what I'm asking.
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay, so yeah. I look back, give him the electric slide, and so yeah. He's I feel like his brain just starts to short circuit and smoke and sparks and things are just come and like that's I think where his power all originated. So it's starting to just kind of short circuit, and it kind of is like unplugging an electric appliance.
Amazing.
And he's done. Yeah.
You all watch as this happens. He just kind of foams out. His brain deflates. Just kind of like not melting, just literally sort of like shrinking. Whereas the rest of his body is still giant. His brain is just sort of like turning into mush. In that moment, through the side wall, Beast Hulk kind of tumbles out. Rogue flies quickly after, and you watch as the army of Hulks that were right there at the side. Your army had already sort of gotten the upper hand. Abomination was defeated. Thanks to your in your head telepathy kind of messing with him, and then Amadeus just got the upper hand in the end. So Abomination is captured. The remaining like zombified Hulks, the mindless Hulks, if you will, after they watch their leader sort of like crumble into nothing, it's almost like he had some sort of, possession over them, like literal, almost like the telepathy you were trying to do on Abomination. And when he deflates, when he dies, the mindless Hulks just sort of stop what they were doing and just sort of go about like ambling back into their little shanties and like just
Like,
stop fighting.
Sort of feral or whatever.
Yeah, more like animalistic, where they don't really need to fight. They don't want to fight. They're just gonna go back home and like do their thing. And that just leaves you five, a dead giant leader, a Logan who is has been like stabbing Hulks left and right over here, and then a Beast Hulk who looks different than the rest of them, but we'll jump into that when we get back from a break here.
All right.
Wow, what a battle scene, everybody. That was a big one. Appropriately
Good job,
so.
team.
Great job to all of you. You killed it. Literally. So we'll be back in just a few minutes here to wrap up the Hulklands and then venture somewhere new, which is going to be exciting. Don't miss it. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back to Future Reign. Our heroes have just defeated a giant, roided out leader. And we are here in the aftermath in the Hulklands. So, the dust has settled. As per usual, we sort of will jump ahead here to just some of like the, you know, right into the fray, the aftermath here. So Ground Zero has been pacified, if you will. Thunderbolt Ross, Amadeus Cho, and Hazmat, Jennifer Takeda. The three of them sort of have a good grip on the like landscape at the moment, like sort of what's going on. And it seems like they are wanting to set up shop elsewhere. So they're going to sort of take all the stuff from here and just leave. And basically their plan is to sort of let the mindless Hulks just sort of leave them alone, essentially. They've been, you know, under this sort of mind control for so long that, and it seems like they're pretty docile when not, you know, disturbed. So, their plan for right now is just to head back to Gamopolis, where they live, which is, let me cut to the map real quick. Gamopolis, let me do the...
Gamopolis, I love it.
Yeah, Gamopolis is down, where you once would have found Houston, Texas. I know this map is really hard to read. I should have redone it, but yeah, sorry. Too late now. We're halfway through.
Not bad.
Gamopolis, though, is all the way down there. But they're gonna head back that direction and sort of go back with the peace of mind that they
Bless you.
That they
Thank you, sorry, I tried to mute.
have I tried to mute, it didn't work. That they have you know, defeated leader and whatnot. So as they sort of prepare to do that, I think the big burning question here is this Beast Hulk. Amadeus has been, so Beast Hulk is in like a large cage because he was so beaten up and whatnot and sort of exhausted. A few of them sort of dragged him into this cage, closed it, and are sort of, he doesn't seem to be like too angry right now. He's sort of confused. He sort of looks like, definitely like if you got close he would probably like break your finger off or something, but at the moment Amadeus is just doing studies, trying to understand. So with that in mind, I just want to do a quick run around here. Final scenes here in the Hulklands before you decide wherever you're going next. As we end this act as well, I will say, where do we find everyone? What is everybody's mindset? And what sort of, this is a transition scene, so go ahead and step back your stress, all of your stress one step. None of you were stressed out, so there's no trauma to be had here, which is nice. But anybody can start. Where do we find you in the aftermath here? I'll remind you, we have Danny, we have Logan, we have Thunderbolt Ross, Amadeus Cho, and Jennifer Takeda, as all sort of GMCs that you can sort of run around with. Elise, what do we got?
Yes, I think I have a question. How much XP would I have to spend to keep Hawkeye's gear?
That's a great question, and I don't... Hang on, let me find it. Upgrades.
If you wanted to like replace your Sting thing with it as your kind of like second power set.
Yeah, I've got a swing line, and I've never used it, so I could totally replace that.
So that would be replacing a power trait.
Got it.
If you wanted a whole new power set, which would allow you to have like, you know, Hawkeye arrows and all that kind of stuff. If you wanted it in addition to your Widow's Sting, then it would be, I'm sorry, what's it called? Widow's...
I've got
hang on.
Oh yeah, Widow's Sting bracelets, electric blast, and swing line.
Yes, so your Widow's Sting bracelets is your power
Yeah.
set. And here, let me just show the audience what we're talking about here. So yeah, your Widow's Sting bracelets are the bottom one that the audience can see here. The Electric Blast and Swing Line. That set, if you wanted to replace that with Hawkeye's stuff, essentially, it would be 20 XP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it would be 15 XP to replace it. It would be 20 to add a third one, essentially.
Got it.
Or you could do what we were saying before, which is basically create a new power trait, which would basically involve you like incorporating Hawkeye's gear somehow into your bracelets.
Yep,
That's
I think I'm gonna
cool.
do that for sure. Yeah, because I have
Awesome.
that amount of XP, so I will use 10 XP on that.
Like trick arrows housed in your wristbands.
Yeah. So that
That's
I'm not
cool.
gonna be reaching anymore. I don't know where all of the things are. It's a different Hawkeye than I know, but I will incorporate that technology into my bracelet for sure.
That is
Fantastic.
so cool.
So write that down, and after we're done tonight,
Yes.
please send that to me so that I can make sure we
Excellent.
make those adjustments. I
Will
love
do.
that. So you sort of are working on that.
Yes. Also, while I'm resting, because I don't need to talk to anybody. I'm doing that while I'm laying flat.
Yeah.
Healing.
Amazing. That's a great point, though, too, everybody, that Leader's Collection is still in there. And I'll remind you, there was Magneto's helmet, which would essentially... really the only thing it did besides look badass was it kind of was able to protect from telepathic attacks or psychic attacks, so it might allow you to like not take certain types of stress and that kind of thing. We could sort of build that up if you wanted that. Ulysses Claw's sound cannon, which could be useful in the future. That's the only thing I'll say.
I'll take it.
And to be fair, you don't have to like add it to your thing. You could always just like say like, okay, we're gonna take that, maybe experiment with it later on, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because realistically, it can't be for me, because I just fuck everything up. I'll burn anything that touches me. But like, I'll make sure that we have it with us. Especially considering my like proficiencies and stuff, I might be able to turn it into something cool.
You also, I love that. Within his collection, you also have Falcon's wingsuit, and also, so Xavier's chair was crushed, unfortunately. But you also, friends, it seems like there are more Pym particles inside, which, as you know, could be helpful to you.
Yeah, we were gonna take those too.
Yes. So anyway,
we're here. We need Gamma. How do we get it? Like, what do we to get it with?
You don't need Gamma. You need Pym particles, adamantium, and vibranium.
God damn it.
This has like been Johnny's objective this whole time we've been here. Like,
I do
Great, we have
imagine
Gamma. How do
that
we
was
use it?
Johnny who said that. That's so
He just
good.
like was not listening at one point and just assumed there was an extra ingredient.
Episode
Johnny
8.
and
Episode
Kelsea
8.
was not listening.
We have one ingredient. Or we like finally gotten an ingredient after
One
episode.
out of 3.
We have an
You
ingredient.
also have Logan with you, so technically you have adamantium as well.
We do.
So let me just say briefly, I have a few things I want to do. So sorry, I don't want to take up too much like time and brain
No,
space,
I mean this
but
is the Hulk lands. That's probably fair.
I think probably the first thing you would all notice that Banner's like not around much in the immediate aftermath of the battle. After that blast of, like kind of losing my mind a little bit, he kind of quickly fled. Maybe I teleported away. But I will, in the dead of night, approach Abomination in his cage.
Cool.
And I've got like a hoodie on, new look kind of, shading my face, and underneath you just see the white reflection of the glasses as the rings kind of light up.
God.
And I want to try to step up that I know that it was only till the end of the action scene, but just narratively, what I want to do is like poke into Abomination's mind and see if I can like turn off the part of his brain that is linked to the Gamma mutation
Sure. That's
and
sick.
see if I can like depower him.
Okay.
I don't know if
You're
you
just
want me to
experimenting on
roll
him.
it.
I would say
So
make
wrong.
I would say make a roll against the Doom Pool, but the Doom Pool's at a D10, so that's kind of pointless.
Yeah, do it.
Let me ask you this: you're not trying to get an asset or complication or anything out of this? You're just sort
No,
of doing
no,
it
I just-
narratively.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, then yeah, let's just kind of play it out. I think you, when you've done this obviously before, as we've seen, but you've done it in a lot of ways in an attack and an offensive sort of mode. You know, with this telepathy, sort of attacking the brain. It's so much easier, you find, when you're simply using it in a utilitarian way. You simply, it's almost second nature to Banner. It reminds you in some ways of when you used to collaborate with Tony on, you know, specific things that his technology was just so advanced, and using it was like, it was just so much ease compared to your own lab, where, you know, you sort of did things old school. And it almost feels like that, where as you sort of play, you know, the different strings within Abomination's mind, you can just sort of fine tune exactly what you want. And you, having done this to yourself with tampering with your own gamma you know, influence and blocking it from yourself, you know exactly where to look in his mind, and you find it, and you can pretty easily, honestly, easier than it should be.
Scarily easy.
Easy.
I think I'm thinking back to the conversation that I had with Amadeus in the past.
Yeah.
This theory that the reason the gamma radiation mutations are different is because the minds and personalities and the struggles of the people who it's affected are different.
Yeah.
And so I know that Emil Blonsky's whole situation was that he wanted the power. He wanted to get bigger and bigger so that he could outdo and outperform other people. And so I want to try and just like find that string. And as I'm doing this, in his mind, he hears my voice. And I say, "You don't know me, but I know you. You know someone from a different world. And you might be a little bit different than the Blonsky I knew. But I've dealt with you so many times. No more." And I'll like, you know, light up the ring and just say, "No more." And just want to...
You say "no more" as he rushes to the edge of the cage and he reaches a hand out like trying to reach for you. You say that and you just watch it. What do you do to me? It kind of like falls over. The cage seems to grow larger as his body starts to shrink down. And in the darkness, I mean, I'll tell you this much. You are sort of in this, like the way that they caged them was with almost on the edge of the missile silo compound. They sort of had to do it within the building, just so that they could amplify the cage, like use technology to sort of keep them inside. And I say them because Abomination's on one side, and as you sort of shrink his body down, and he's like, what'd you do to me? What? You see, he's just an old man. You hear a soft, almost purring, kind of a curious sound from behind you. In the cell behind you, you see the Beast Hulk is just there, and he looks quizzically at you, at what you're doing.
I take a deep breath and light up the ring again, turn toward Beast Hulk, And this time I don't have like a goal necessarily, other than to just, I want to look and I want to understand what this is. Is this me?
Mhm.
This like freaky existential moment of like,
Um,
because none of us has met this world's version of us, right?
Right. Correct.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go on a close up for this one.
Mm.
You light up and you navigate with just as much ease as before, but this time your journey into this Hulk's mind, I think it's just as easy as it was, but you don't notice as the blood starts to sort of drip down from your nose as you are focused solely on understanding this mind. It is and it isn't yours. It is the Hulk if Banner was removed. It is your body, it is your DNA, it is your brain, and yet the part of Bruce inside seems to be gone. Not blocked, but destroyed, vaporized. This is purely a bestial Hulk, and although you feel a companionship to him, almost like a brother, almost like a twin, you know that this is not you. It's more like a twin. It's more like something else. And you just think you're maybe pulled out of that as you feel blood or like something just drip on your hand. You realize you're bleeding pretty heavily from your nose. The Beast Hulk looks down at you. I mean, it towers a solid 4 feet higher than you. Not anger and not even confusion anymore, but it seems to be it's asking you with its eyes.
What do I think it's asking me?
You feel a wash over you of the feeling of when a dog is ready to go, and you sort of feel that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no one's here to see this moment of like probably the greatest tragedy and like also simultaneous like strange understanding and clarity that Bruce Banner has always wanted. I'll light up the ring. This time the matter manipulation ring. And just whisper, I'm sorry. It shouldn't have been this way. Bye, old friend. And if you'll allow it, he'll slowly shrink into this kind of emaciated, tall, bony, green husk, and then slowly crumble, and I'll just dust him.
Yeah. And as you do, as he crumbles, as he shrinks, and you remove the beast, and you remove the anger and the rage, there is a smile on his face as he goes. And again, that recognition in the eyes that you have done something merciful for a brother.
Yeah, and I just, just cry all the way back to the camp with the hood down, whispering, Remaker. I'm the Remaker.
Okay. Amazing. Who wants to follow that?
No.
Joking. The next morning, it seems like today's the day. Everybody's gonna kind of ship out. Goodbyes are imminent, and I think Amadeus comes to you, Bruce. He seems sad, but also like weirdly eager. He says, I honestly, I don't know. I'm not surprised that I didn't find, other you in that cage this morning. So, look, you don't gotta say anything. I don't need an explanation. If anything, it sort of helps. I honestly wasn't sure what I was gonna do. All of the research I did yesterday, all of the data I found pointed to... I mean, that Hulk was just another one of the mindless ones. It was, there was no trace of you in there, Bruce, so... That being said, I also found a very old and shriveled up Emil Blonsky, so... not sure what to do about him. Any suggestions?
I don't know. He's a bright guy. Kind of a bad heart, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm gonna be doing a little bit of remaking Amadeus, and some of it's probably not gonna be stuff that we agree on. Some of it might create problems for you, but I'm trying to use this responsibly.
Okay. You wanna let me in on this grand plan, Bruce?
Oh, I don't know that there's a plan. I'm just taking it one choice at a time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he kind of comes over, puts a hand on you. He's gonna just sort of, and then pulls you in for a big hug. This time, it's not a tight squeeze like of that. Like I can't believe you're here. It's a hug that says thank you. What were you gonna say?
Just like hold him tight, hold him long, and then say, "We're gonna make this a better place.
Yeah,
things are gonna be better."
We are. Listen. I remember the conversation we had 30 years ago. One of the last times I saw you. I remember that we talked about Hulks and the burden that they weigh, the monsters that they are. And I don't know how you feel about that now, but I just want to tell you that this world is going to see Hulks as heroes. That is my promise. I'm not done, and we're gonna take this fight, and we're gonna expand, Bruce. I've already made contact with some of the others. Billy Kaplan, I know what you did for him, and the fight's not over. So, you do what you have to, but know that I'm doing the same, and This isn't goodbye.
Yeah, that's good. Glad to hear it. If this world has to have a Hulk, I'm glad they've got you.
Damn right. Kind of does like a fist in hand thing. I love playing Amadeus' show. He's just so excited about everything. What's everybody else doing?
Just as a quick point of order,
Yes,
I'm gonna then go over to Black Widow
Okay,
and
yeah.
Johnny, check on some wounds.
Sweet.
I rolled a 16 with a D10 effect. Should hopefully knock out all of Black Widow's physical stress. And then I'll roll a 15 to do the same.
Thank you so
Johnny.
much.
Cool. Okay, we move to Rebecca.
I think so Rogue is kind of standing off a little way from Banner and Cho, kind of like a little eavesdropping on their conversation a little bit.
Sure.
And I think because is Logan still there? Logan's still here, right?
So, if you wouldn't, let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
You were wondering if Logan is still here. You don't see Logan around. You kind of fly up in the air just a little bit. You see Logan walking off. He's not too far. Looks like he got up and he decided to hitchhike out of here. Not hitchhike, just get out of here. You are welcome to go and talk to him, though.
Yeah, okay, because like we didn't get any. I mean, I guess we could still get animation from later. I don't know how, but okay, yeah. So yeah, she flies after him, and she's gonna say, "Running off again? You never change."
This time he turns around, and you see that at some point within today and yesterday and today, in addition to what else he's wearing, he now has boots on and a large duster. And as he turns around to you, he says, "Rogue, I just want to say thank you. The mind's coming back a bit. And, well, thank you for bringing me back, but there's still some skeletons in my closet that I gotta deal with." Oh, we lost Kelsea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me do this then. Nope, that won't help. Dang it. I was gonna do a one-on-one with you, but it still would. Your screen would be messed up. Hopefully Kelsea comes back.
Just gonna lean over here.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be weird for a second. Everybody, bear with me. I'm going to switch Rebecca into Hollis's spot, and then I'm gonna do a up close with Hollis.
Daredevil.
And Daredevil's
Change
thing is up there,
places.
but we're just gonna do a one-on-one scene while. So this is fine.
All right.
Okay. So he says, I got some skeletons in my closet, and I gotta take care of them before I can do anything else.
Sorry, I had a dumb thought.
Was this Rebecca or Rogue saying that?
Both of us.
Well, if Rogue says that,
Is it different? Yeah.
you see Logan kind of just slight smile for the first time that you've seen him since you've seen him. He says, "We'll go on then. Share with the class."
I don't know. Part of me just kind of wishes I could go with you and just, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this group. They're certainly not the X-Men.
He gets a little closer to you. You're taller than him, of course.
Yes.
And as he sort of looks up to you just a little bit, he reaches his hand out to touch you, and something stops him. There's like it's almost like you saw before with him, where his mind sort of, there's like a blockade in his mind or something, like a barrier that just can't push past as he tries to reach up to you, and then he sort of stops and pulls back, and he says, I wish we could do that, kid, but the battles I'm facing, I gotta face alone.
I understand.
There's still a big part of my past that I don't remember. And I need some answers. Besides, they may not be the X-Men, but looks like they're taking care of business.
They are. Some a little more than others in a bit of a worrying way. Your Banner from this world, was he ever like a little like kind of I'm gonna be a god crazy?
Sorry, Kelsea was texting me.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I mean, I heard what he did when I was trapped in that silo, and I don't know. Ever since he got those rings, I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies about him. Something's just not right.
He says, Banner, all of them, those big brains, they're always pulling too many strings. To be honest, I trust them as far as I can throw them. Which, granted, is pretty far, but, just, look out for yourself. And just know that if you need me, well, I would say call me, but, yeah. I'm never too far.
I remember that, Logan. All right, get on out of here. She's gonna start flying away, and she's gonna yell back, "It's good to see you found some pants, by the way. It's one hell of a moonshine."
You just hear him chuckling as he goes off.
I know, we were supposed to get his adamantium, and we did it!
Strike two.
Get
Strike two!
the adamantium. Oh boy, everybody's off now. Hang on. Let me just switch some people around.
And here we go again.
It is me, the Watcher.
Elise is in charge.
Hollis, if you could.
You wanted me to come back.
If you could unraise your hand for a moment.
No.
Thank you. I think that's what was doing it. Was whenever somebody raises their hand, it moves everybody around.
Oh, sorry.
And, no, that's okay. We learned that for the first time.
Mr. Mutiny.
Okay, Hollis.
I was in control.
Yeah, I want to just go over to Black Widow and say one thing and leave. Is that okay?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Okay, so I'm kind of stumbling over to her. She seems to be having a private moment. It seems to have like this physical. Well, I guess her physical stress is healed now, right? So I see her in this relief state. I've been waiting for a moment where she seems like she is not just completely traumatized from the fight. And I walk over there and I whisper in her ear, "Thank you. You saved my ass this time. In our world, I might have to buy you a drink as a thank you, maybe soon. Vodka, right?" And I squeeze her shoulder and I leave.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Holly.
That was great.
I had forgotten about that plot line and I was like, we need to bring that back.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Amazing.
That was good.
Make sure you guys are checking XP boxes and whatnot for this too, with your milestones. I know some of you have some romantic things. Is anybody else want to do a scene here before you head out?
As I see Logan leaving,
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell out at him.
Okay.
So you're just gonna go? You're just gonna run away again?
Listen, Matchstick, I was I was already on my way to do something else, and I happened to catch your little fight there with Big Broccoli, and well, like I just told Rogue, I got some demons I gotta face.
Sure, I guess that's like the whole thing with everybody in this crew is the demons. Fucking exhausting, but I respect it. I do have a question, and I know that this is coming from a place that is probably both triggering and upsetting in multiple ways for you.
Shoot.
Well, my crew is trying to get back home to our Earth. And we can't do it unless we have a few different ingredients, one of which we acquired today, PIM particles. Another one is adamantium.
All right, I see where you're going with this.
Right. Here's my deal. My goal is not to hurt you, ever. But if you can think of a way, it would help.
Well, I'll tell you what, kid. I'm not really one for thinking. And I don't really care to be hurt. If you can, get your big brains over there to figure out a way to... Shh. He doesn't actually sling his claws out, but he sort of shows you his little scars, and he says, if you can, well, I take that back. He already did sling his claws out during that battle, so I was, I had this epic thing planned for later. It doesn't matter now.
Oh?
No, it's good. I forgot. He already did it, so it doesn't matter. So he does pop his claws then, and he says, if you can figure out a way to take these, they're all yours.
Well, fuck, we don't want to take all of them, man. Like, that's like your whole thing. But that being said, I don't know if you noticed, but our banner's sort of turning a little bit creepster. And he's got these rings that do all kinds of weird shit. Do you have 10 minutes?
He chuckles. He says, "Look,
I'll buy you a drink. I'll buy you a drink, man. I will totally buy you a drink.
I'll
go get your drink while this is happening.
All right. Listen, Johnny. Not now, but soon.
Yes.
I need them a little while longer here.
Again, you've got them all over your bones, dog. We don't need to take all of them. We're just gonna maybe make one a little sharper. It's great.
Yeah. Listen, I'm down to help, but I don't know. Why don't you check off the rest of your grocery list and get back to me?
Yeah. So we'll see you later, and thank you for being open to that. And
yeah.
Good luck. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Will do. Same. And he turns and starts walking away. I love it. So listen. The Hulks start their caravan south. Amadeus gives a big wave, as does Jennifer, and Ross, who just kind of gives a head nod to you, Bruce, and then he says something along the lines of like, he walks past you, Johnny, says like, "Stay hot, kid," or something like that, and hops on his Humvee, and they all drive away, leaving you with your horses.
Smug son of a
Couldn't
bitch.
even give us a car.
If you want a car, they can give you a car.
I fly. I don't need a damn car. I'm just saying.
I thought you'd be upset if I took away your horses, so.
Can't we have all of it?
That's my
Justin?
girl.
I don't think I'm asking too much for a car and horses.
Where do
Where
you
are we
guys head next? I'm gonna switch us to the map.
Mm.
So I'll say this. of the places left that are like, I don't know, interesting to you. Well, let's just go back to your checklist here, right? You have a beat on adamantium eventually. You have PIM particles in your possession now. Specifically, they are in those, like, we're just gonna go with the MCU style to keep it easy. Those little discs that you can that Ant-Man has, that like go in the belt. That's fine. We'll just call them that. And so you need vibranium. Is like the last thing you need, really. You know that Kraven had vibranium in the form of the Black Panther suit, but Kraven was killed by someone. And presumably the suit went with them. The other place there is vibranium is Victory City, where Captain America's shield sits on display in the White House.
We haven't done much Osborn stuff yet, so might as well check it out.
It's true.
Yeah.
Man, that's all
Probably
the
should.
way on the other side of the fucking state. Yeah, we can go. Sorry, Becca hates road trips. Now.
Johnny has an idea.
Oh,
Johnny has an idea.
I love an idea.
Do tell, Johnny.
You know what this country needs?
Uh-huh.
A change in leadership. I think we should
Oh
go
my
to Victory
God.
City.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. Yeah.
Well, don't start posing for your statue yet.
Awesome. So
Under my breath, I kind of say, I'm starting to like him.
I know, he grows on you, doesn't he?
as you fantastic. So let me do the big map. To get to Victory City, you're gonna have to go up through basically like the top of Texas, through the Panhandle, Oklahoma. You're probably gonna want to start getting north prior to all of that. So you're gonna have to go through a bit of the Doomwood. And with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and ask here before we finish, just so I can kind of set us up with a bit of a cliffhanger. Let's see. Could I get... Who hasn't rolled a d4 yet for our travel? Okay.
I don't think I have.
Let's
Hollis
do
hasn't.
Grant. Well, okay. Some of you had to have, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go with Graham for now.
I think I did.
I think Kelsea and Rebecca
I think I
have.
did.
Yeah.
I think you two have. So let's go with Graham.
Okay, here it
since
goes.
This was a big episode for you.
3.
3, and this is in Doomwood technically. So
That
okay.
Doom beat Magneto.
Perfect.
That's just a personal preference.
What'd you say?
Oh, I'm just muttering. Don't mind me.
Okay.
I'm just talking about nerd shit.
You all travel for days. On around your 4th or 5th day, you have traveled for a full day into the Doomwood in what once was Missouri. And in like, I mean, honestly, basically, we were joking earlier about Branson, Missouri, but honestly, right around that area, the Show Me State, it's nighttime, and you come over a sort of ridge on an old highway, or rather over an old highway past that, in what once was probably like Branson, Missouri, basically. You see sort of in a large meadow a festival, it seems. There are bright colored sort of like fireworks going off around. As you get closer, just ever so slightly, to see sort of what is going on, you can hear sort of almost like a carnival barker calling, but it's a little too hard to hear from where you're at. And you can hear this person calling out. You see people are walking up, you see there like an old panel van kind of drives up and parks, and out comes like 18 people like who are crammed in to come to this thing from far away or something. Lots of people are coming in, and you see they're all going into this this whole like little campground. It had like multiple tents, and there's some like large trucks, like semi-truck looking things that like people have sort of it looks like a big organizational sort of carnival basically. And there's a big top tent, and that's where everybody's kind of funneling into right now. And the big top tent, coming out of it, is sort of where all the fireworks are coming. And you see that it's sort of like a beacon for people to come gather in this place. How do you, let me just ask you this. Before we end tonight's episode, how do you approach, or how do you handle this? If you want to, do you want to get closer?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Okay. All right. So as you all get closer and sort of what do you call that? Like harness your horses, saddle,
Older horses.
Yeah, you put your horses on a post, you know.
Yep.
And walk.
It's one of those like at Silver Dollar City that's for show, but we
Yes.
actually
Oh my
That's great.
God.
Yeah.
Sure. And I will say, I mean, this is the first time that you've seen sort of people just out and about. Like, unlike Fisk Lake City, this is it looks like people are kind of coming from all over the place. Like, people live in multiple different like little communities around here, so it's pretty different than you've seen before in the Savage Frontier and the Hulk Lands. This place look a little more populated, but you kind of file in with the crowd, and as you reach the sort of entrance of this big top tent, you see in the sign above the tent in like big letters that look very just fun and exciting. You see that it says Mysterio's Tales to Astonish.
Oh no!
And you see the carnival barker there say, come on in, folks, right this way. Witness the events of V-Day. Watch as your favorite heroes punish the villains of yesteryear. Come right in, folks. Step right in.
Oh no.
And as you enter, the crowd almost pushes you in as you are sort of, people are eager to get inside. As you enter this big top and see the ring there, waiting for the show, people are eager, leaning forward. As the lights go dark and the show begins, we'll stop our session for tonight.
No!
Oh.
Justin, you're so mean.
Cool.
We could keep going, but listen, I know it's late, and I know a lot of you are very tired. We've been burning the
Well, now
candle,
I'm
so we'll save it for next week, baby. We'll
Yeah.
come back next week.
Yes,
and do it.
thank you all so much.
Oh, guys, very exciting. Next episode's gonna be a very good one. I've been waiting on that die roll, on my little table for a while. I honestly was expecting it to come earlier, but it's coming now.
The circus thing?
This is almost perfect. Yeah, the circus, the Mysterio's Tales to Astonish.
We're finally
Cool.
gonna learn what happened on V-Day.
Yeah.
Yay! We're gonna watch people
Unreliable
die.
version.
Yeah, some version of what happened. That's for sure. Amazing, guys. We will be back next week. Don't forget, Monday nights, next Monday, watch the second episode of Spire. And check that out, because it is good stuff. I think that's all. These guys are going to get a level up as well. So we're going to see some changes on the character sheets. And Yeah, exciting stuff. Okay, I'll stop talking your ear off. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week. Have a great time. See ya.